Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders and Moonshine Shoulders Happy Hour. I'm Calvin.
I'm John, of course.
Today is a special day, John. It's going to be for every super chat or super sticker. John's going to take a drink.
He had to twist my arm
But
and
he
do
promised he wasn't going to get too spaced out
I
there.
got some stuff to do today, so I'm going to try not to.
It depends on them, though, John.
That's
you ain't got
right.
no, it's out of your control.
That's right.
A lot to talk about today. It is some real important stuff coming up. Manila's on alert 2. They're basically then reopened.
We'll see how that goes. I still think we're going to have another wave or two, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I hope it does stay open.
According to what, there's not even they removed the curfew up there.
Yes, but like I say, one person has told me that you have to show your vaccination card just to get McDonald's up there too. So I don't know what.
Well, he doesn't live in Metro Manila.
Well, he went up there though. That's what he said. He's like 20 kilometers out. This is for I Love Leachon. This is the elusive Golden Eagle. It's one of the lighter beers they have here. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
4.5% alcohol.
What's going on, Rudy? I see him. He's falling in love, John. He told me he's got a nice 24-year-old.
I tell you, there's so many here. And now, a lot of guys ask about the older Filipinos. A neighbor of mine, she is a medical technician at the hospital here. She's 43 years old. She does have a child. Her child's like 16, so she's going to be free here pretty soon. Well, no, Filipinos are never free from family. But she's a nice-looking woman, intelligent, very good English. She asked me how I met my wife, and I told her on the internet, she said, what site is it? I'd like to meet a foreigner. And I told her, don't even mess with the dating sites. I said, we got a lot of guys coming over here, and when you do, if you guys would like, I'd be more than happy to introduce you. Is she a 10? No, but for 43 years old, she's better than 95% of the women you'll find in the U.S.
Exactly.
And now, as a medical technician, she makes $10 a day. Yeah. 6 days a week, and know what that like $240 a month.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, John, because see, a lot of guys they think
a professional.
They think that 3.5% that I talk about is not a lot of women. It is. They don't understand there's not that many Western men that come over here, and when we do, we don't come over here all at the same time.
Well, and I think there would be more than 3% if they had access to men. Personally, that's what I think.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Well,
there's only so many women on them dating sites.
Yes, but I'd say
those are the ones that you're going by.
So how many, you said that you got the travel figures, what, 8 million before pandemic?
Yeah, 1 million Americans. So, okay, you figure the top 4 tourists to visit, the top 4 visitors.
Is that you, Jonah? What? I know these people.
The top 4 tourists
here?
that come here are number 1, South Korea, about 2 million. China's next, United States is next, and then Japan. So about over half are from Asia. See, so number 1 is South Korea with about 2 million a year, then China, then America, then Japan. So the top 3. So you got to realize not that many Western men coming here. So there's a lot of women. Even if it's 5%, that's a lot of women.
A lot of women.
You know.
I mean, you can look at Calvin, look at me, look at Cliff. Hey, there's hope for everybody.
Oh wow, what'd you single out Cliff? What you said? He's not that attractive or something, John?
I said, look at Calvin, look at me, look at Cliff. There's hope for everybody.
Why did you say Cliff?
Well, that's the only one I could think of besides me and you.
Don't take that personal, Cliff, okay? I think you're a handsome man.
I think he's got a good-looking woman.
Sean Reed said, hey, what did I miss? You don't play that little jingle anymore. It's because my phone, it's in this phone, Sean, and it doesn't work anymore. Look at it. Look at it. That's my iPhone, guys. I'm sorry. Once I get moved in, I'm going to get up one of them nice Samsung. I'll never get another iPhone.
I've had my Samsung for 4 or 5 years now. I haven't had any issues with it.
And remember, I met an American guy. I'm going to have him on my panel. He's going to help me with my videos. He give me, this guy's a technocrat. I guess that's what you call him.
Computer nerd.
And all kinds of stuff. He's pretty talented, John.
Well, now, Calvin, we need to talk about this. You're going to have drones?
Well, just for the one video.
Now, you're not going to.
You got to take a drink, John.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Now, you're not going to go and have me in a bikini on here, are you?
No.
I mean, instead of Dumigay Disciples, they'll be calling something like San Carlos.
Strippers.
San Carlos cultists.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you, buddy.
Roadie TV for the super sticker. No, some of my subscribers, Bobby G and Jason Flint, they're technocrats.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
And I'm just saying, a lot of them asked me. So I just wanted to do it. And then it just so happened, I didn't just find a drone guy. I found probably one of the best in all of the Philippines. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it good. And he's already did it. I've got it downloaded on my computer, but I'm going to go in his studio. He's going to let me do a voiceover. I'm kind of walk you through where we are. Because this even got me on there playing tennis. He's way up above me and shows me. But yeah, he's really good. Mr. Biloxi Fireman, he says, we're thinking about waiting till 2023 and not gamble on 2022 for our Philippines trip. That's a good idea, but it's going to open, man. We're right here, I promise you. It's opening up now. Whether or not they open up because of the election, I don't know, but man, they basically opened Manila wide open now.
Well, probably plan for the worst, but hope for the best.
Yeah. What's up, Jeffrey Tedder? Yusuf. Oh, okay. They're in Korea. Roadie TV.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Cal and John? We're here. Oh, that's Rock. He came here and visited me.
Well, I didn't know
his wife.
Now, are they just visiting Korea or
no, he's a U.S. contractor.
Oh, okay.
And they came to my house here.
I saw the pictures on your community page.
I mean, they're great people. And I'm not just saying that because he's on here. They are, man. And he's got type personality too. That he's funny. Believe it or not. Of course, he's got a young, beautiful Filipino. Well,
like I say, dreams come true here, guys.
Exactly. Yeah, Ishmael, he said Calvin Android's better. I was watching a video, Simon Sinek, and he says, why do people buy cell phones from a computer company? Apple is a computer company. That's what they're known for, not cell phones. And it made a lot of sense to me. What's up, Doug Carr?
Hey, Doug Carr.
Hey, has anybody seen Smoky Mountain Modeler?
Yeah, we're worrying about him.
We haven't seen him. Clayton Murray said 4 or 5 years expected lifespan of a phone, John. Nearly time to start shopping. Yeah. Well, John don't really use your phone.
Not much at all. Just a little bit of text. I'll email you on it once in a while.
What's up, Cliff and Rue? John was talking about you in a roundabout way, Cliff. Trying to say you're not that good looking.
No, that's not what I was saying. Cliff, tell me if you agree or not. What I said was, as far as the guys in the U.S. wondering about the women here, I said, look at me, look at Calvin, and look at Cliff. There's hope for everybody. What do you think? I think I like that.
Okay, question for you guys, he says. How expensive is school there if I decide to study my oh man, it's cheap. Depending, you go to a state college, they got private colleges here. One of the top colleges here, by the way, UP. Now, this has been a couple of years ago because when I first came back to the Philippines, we went to Miagao, Iloilo, and University of Philippines has a nice campus there. It was 40,000 pesos per year.
$800 a year?
For one of the top.
I mean, that's pretty darn cheap.
Yeah. It may even been semester. Even if it's semester.
Still pretty darn cheap.
That's the top. But you have to be admitted, meaning, you have to pass the admittance entrance exam and all that. But yeah, it's cheap. Now, when my wife graduated from college, it's been, let's see, she's 35. So it's been, 20 years ago? No, 15 years ago. It was only $5,000 a semester. No, $3,000 a semester. It's cheap.
$60 a semester.
Cheaper, yeah. Louis.
And the schools here are good. I mean, that's why so many Nigerians and other people come here to go to school.
Yeah, especially nursing school. Retired 2019. Said, hey, Calvin and John, I'm celebrating my 59th. We're same age. I'll be 59 in May.
Happy birthday, Herb.
Don't do nothing I wouldn't do, Herb. Let's give a shout out to the NTZ crew, John. Beach for Life is a new member. Jacob Tanja said, greetings, Brother Calvin and Brother John. Wishing the Sunshine Crew well from Houston, Texas. I always get good vibes when I think of Houston, Texas, John. I went there. Well, not really Houston. Is it Bay? I say this all the time, so I keep forgetting. Is it Baytown or Bay City? I was working on a oil refinery, man. They got some beautiful Latino women there, man. My God.
I've never spent any time in Houston. I heard it's very humid, so that you should be, Jacob, you should be okay when you get here.
Beaches of Life, the Beach of Life said, greetings from Seattle. He's up there with my buddy, Daryl Fulmore.
Daryl's a good man.
YJ Baxter, what's up? Oh, Baytown, thank you. I appreciate it. Easy Go said, after John gets through with that beer, everyone will be good looking. Yeah, that's a great point, by the way. Lynn San Diego says, agree, Koreans and Africans go to PI to study. Yeah, it's cheap.
And the schools are good here.
And believe it or not, the Philippines has a lot of charitable organizations with the Catholic Church. A lot of Africans that you see here, they're refugees. They come to the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah. They're even thinking about, the Philippine government is thinking about bringing some Afghans here, because of that situation. Believe it or not, man, Filipinos, that's pretty, a lot of y'all didn't know that. Malcolm Magnificent said, damn, John, you already got the amber nectar. Yeah.
Like I say, this is one of the lighter beers that San Miguel makes. They also have a San Miguel Light. I did not get a bottle of that, but it is very flavorful. It's not like a Bud Light or anything like that. That is the beer of the expats here in San Carlos, but it's kind of hard to get at your Sorry store.
JX like says, do you ever meet veterans just living off their VA pension or disability? Yeah, most of the ones you see over here are like that. We were talking about your buddy today, CJ.
CJ,
but he got a nice pension. I don't know. I forgot what he said. 3,500 or something.
He does.
He lives pretty good. And a lot of the John said you don't need beer goggles in the Philippines. What's that mean, John?
The more you drink, the better looking people are to you. Yes, I agree. Even the ugly people here are good looking to me when I'm sober.
Chico Kiko says, Cal and John, have you heard of what is occurring in the U.S. as the Great Resignation? Many are getting tired of the hamster wheel here, which has been accelerated due to the pandemic. I haven't, but it makes sense to me. And I think, Chico Kiko, that's why my channel has gained some traction. People are getting sick of that hamster wheel, man. And that's what I talk about from day one. I got sick of the rat race a long time ago, man. I hear you. I hear him. Something's got to give over there. Anyway, you can't. That system is broke, man.
I'm a refugee from Cleveland, Ohio. My daughter lives in Cleveland.
Yeah, whenever 4 or 5 men, John, own more wealth than the bottom 300 million in America, something's wrong, man. And maybe that's another video for another day, but
I've been gone for 3 years from the U.S. and I hardly even watch any of the news there. I just get mad.
Okay. YJ Baxter says, I'm going to meet you in person. No BS, John. He said, I'm a Black Navy Academy grad. Remember this comment when we meet. I'm going to show you how to monetize orphan labor in exchange for cryptocurrency.
I don't want no orphan labor.
I don't know what he's talking about. But, I'm wide open. But honestly, man, I'm kind of too old to be, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
He's got a good one.
Which one? Ishmael. Hold on. Excuse me. Well, Rhodey said, what's up, Cal, John, Rock? Let's meet for dinner in December. All right, man. Yeah, come on. How'd you like them ribs, man? I took him and his wife to.
Mahawani.
Yeah.
What's good?
He didn't have nothing left on his plate.
I usually don't either.
I like those.
And now that's one thing.
I like that sauce.
When one of the times we were up there, I was hungry. I ate everything. My wife said, "You eat like you're a beggar." I said, "Hey, we pay for it. I'm eating it."
That's what I tell my kids. They say, "Daddy, you ate everything." I
They
said,
said
"I
the same
paid for every
thing.
damn
Said the
thing."
same thing.
It embarrasses them when I eat everything on my plate at the restaurant.
Well, let me tell you, when I take my wife's family out, I'll say, order whatever you want, but you better eat it all.
Yeah, I mean, my kids will intentionally leave something on their plate just to make it seem like they're not so desperate or hungry. Are you stupid?
Yep. You paid for it, eat it.
Okay, is this one you talking about? John Wells?
Yes.
Any foreigners thinking they're going to make a living off a sorry store is going to be sorry in the end.
No,
Absolutely.
sorry store. I wouldn't even do a piggery. I wouldn't do
nothing
any
over
business here. A seamstress, no. And a bakery, no. You're not going to work cheaper in the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. This doesn't. Maybe he didn't say it right because it does sound suspicious to me. I wouldn't touch anything that has to do with orphan labor.
I don't want no business here.
Rody TV, thanks for the super chat. He said, "John, you won't last for 1 hour.
My pockets
are deep."
I probably won't.
I mean, him and his wife, man, they wear some nice jewelry, man. I was kind of scared for him, but he's a big guy. He's bigger than me. He can take care of himself, but yeah.
I'll tell you what, it looked like he had some guns on him.
Yeah. I remember one time I haven't worked out in like 2.5 weeks because of my knee, but I'm getting ready to start back. I was in a Chinese restaurant in America, right? And this Chinese guy, he came over there. He was as serious as a heart attack, John. He said, "Sir, there's no guns allowed in here, right?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Then he comes back and he's laughing. Talking about my arms, and I was, oh man, he scared me because I looked around like I don't have no damn guns in here.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay, for the next one here.
Robert Morris shots, John.
This is the second beer. This is also by San Miguel. It's a dark beer. I forget that's Spanish for beer. Yeah. Cerveza Negro. And I think it's very good. It's not as strong as like a
thank you, Robert
Guinness
Morris.
Stout or anything. But I think it's tasty.
Michael,
it's very hard to find.
Alcantara says, "Unfortunately, I still need to run the hamster wheel for at least the next 5 years, saving as much as I can before retirement." Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's good.
A certain amount of money is not my goal anymore. It was at one time, John. But then I said, hell, I'm running out of life.
Well, for me, I made that goal, and I don't know what I'm going to do now.
I'm running out of life. I think I'm probably going to run out of life before I run out of money. And then, okay, he says the best way to make money. Well, let me think. Wait. First of all, you can't make money unless you work at the U.S. Mint. Everybody else has to earn it. I'm sorry. But he said the best way to make money in a sorry store is to never start one.
Yes, I agree. You're better off just taking your money and burning it. I mean.
Yeah, he said take the money you're going to invest in it and just deposit it in a separate account. Yeah. That's great advice right there. Because remember, okay, it was two ladies walking by here, John, today. What were they selling? Fish, right?
Fish.
I mean, it was heavy. I gave them 100 pesos. I said, look, you take 50 and you take 50. They were so happy because, trust me, they're going to walk the streets the whole day, and that's probably their profit margin.
Or they'll make 20 pesos.
I gave them the profit margin.
This was funny, though. Calvin gave them 100 pesos. He went in the house. They looked at me and said, "We love you," to me, and I didn't give him nothing.
Hey, Jason Kincaid said, thanks for the super chat. He said, I'll send you email. Now that you have a computer guy, he'll help you get your website up. This will give you more freedom. I explained it in my email. Okay, Jason, thank you. And yeah, he made his own website, as a matter of fact. John, you slowing down now. Will Mack, thanks for my super chat. He said, if my girlfriend has a business that I support financially, well,
can you get off and live?
No, he said, will I be in the okay, hold on. the purview of the two-man tandem. Well, remember John saying, it's better to be worth more alive than dead. So as long as you don't invest a whole lot of money in that, I don't see a problem.
Well, I'll give you my view on that. It'll be just a little bit different. First of all, you're not going to make any money. If you just want to give your girlfriend some money or her family some money, just give it to them. But an American expat here in San Carlos told me he started a sorry store and he / pawn shop. And I think he's making more money off the pawn shop part. But he said, according to him, he was doing great. His rent was like 2,000 pesos a month. Well, after about 3 months, evidently they saw he was doing pretty good and came and they wanted to charge him 7,000 pesos a month. He said, hey, I signed a contract with you. Go pound sand. That night, somebody showed up with a pistol in his face and said, you're going to pay. He shut down his store. He didn't even take his inventory. He left. So,
yeah,
I'd stay away from business here. I mean,
remember, guys, no matter what you do, somebody's got to watch the cash register and the inventory. You're going to be working over it. I wouldn't work if I was you, unless I absolutely had to.
I wouldn't either.
To be honest with you.
You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, you're asking for trouble.
Let me say this dark San Miguel is very good as any other Dos Equis XX or even Negro Modelo. This is very good.
Hey, Dupton Gasalton. He says, how's your house coming, Calvin? It's finished. But of course, we can't move in, and I'm very disappointed. But the more I talk about it, the madder I get, so I don't talk about it. It's been over a month. We haven't been able to move in. And then, of course, this week, they're shut down because of the fiesta. Even the city hall shut down. So, yeah.
Well, maybe.
W. McDaniel, he said, hey, how you doing? This is Wallace from Butuan. Wow, we were just talking about Butuan.
I lived in Butuan City for about 3 months. I tell you, people treated me great. I loved it there. I'm trying to see your picture. I only met one foreigner while I was there. I liked it there.
Mike, he said, sorry store sounds like a loop.
It is.
When you're getting
any business here is
when your markup is 1 to 2 pesos per item,
and you only sell 30 items a day. That's 60 cents you're going to make. I mean,
come on, guys.
Stay away. But the Filipinos have it in their head that sorry stores is this gold mine. My wife's family.
Well, for them it is, John.
Well,
they've got remember they've got the patience. Thank you, JH, for the super chat. Said, what's the update on your letter to immigration and start of the retainer wall? Well, I've got to go to Cebu next week, Jay, and take some more documents. They need the only thing I don't have is my son's, the original birth certificate. We ordered that. So when I get that, I'm going to go to Cebu. It's open now. I'm fully vaccinated. Hopefully I have my official card because, guys.
Thank you, JH.
This is not the official card.
This is temporary card.
Temporary card. But what scares me about it, John, there's no health facility name here or phone number here.
And let's just talk about it. Everything is so inconsistent here. You can't see it, but mine has a bunch of signatures. His don't have it.
I got one signature.
I mean,
they didn't sign it
we got them from the same place.
They didn't sign it the first day, but they signed it the second dose. And that may cause me some trouble here. It's going to cause me trouble.
Everything.
And the retainer wall, I'm postponing that, Jay, until my number one concern right now is to get this electric cut on. We've done everything. We bought the poles. I had about 8 electric poles. We had to hire a crew to set them up. Then we had to go pay $15,000 something to the electric company. And now all we can do now is wait. But my next door neighbor told me, he said, Calvin, when people start moving over there, don't let them use those poles for free.
Oh.
He said, you paid for that. You tell them, you make sure you get something from them guys.
Heck yeah.
And it makes sense. I never thought about that.
I wouldn't either.
But that's how it works over here.
Now, the caretaker in my apartment built a house up there near Callaway's on 6th Street here, and he waited 3.5 months for his electricity. So I hope you don't have to wait that long.
Well, it's been a month.
Yeah.
He said, S. Anderson, I hope John is asleep on the couch there, Cal.
I'll walk
The
home.
Filipino will be upset if he goes home. Now she's not gonna get upset.
Well, no, she might,
But
but she'll
drinking-
get over it.
Drinking is acceptable here.
She don't like me to get too bad, and I can't blame her. She worries more about my smoking though than what she does drinking.
Will Max says, I don't want to start business, but she might. You know, if
Talk her out of it.
well, I mean, if she's gonna do it all, and then remember, that's taking time away from him.
Well, and if she's going
But I
to do it,
wouldn't-
let her do it.
Yeah, let
Don't
her
go out
do
and
it.
buy freezers and finance the thing. You're going to lose money.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that the hard way.
Or like I say, my wife's family said, "John, you're going to start a sorry store." I said, I can make more money smoking cigarettes and drinking than I can that.
W. McDaniel said, my wife is a head teacher 3 in the Philippines, so we're doing great. That's good, man. You know.
If you don't mind me asking, how much does she make? I have a neighbor that has a 4-year teaching degree. He sells fish balls out of a pedicab because he makes more money.
Rody TV says the best business in the Philippines is no business.
Yes.
Yeah. Why
And
leave
mind
one?
your own.
Yeah. Why leave one hamster wheel, move to another hamster wheel?
I
It makes
agree.
no sense.
And that's the thing. If you want to make
That's
some real
perfect.
money, stay in the U.S. somewhere.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense over here, guys. You know, because you're gonna have to work over here. And
Well, like I say, a degreed medical technician makes $10 a day here. You're going to work cheaper than that.
and then if you do have a successful business, man, they're gonna be watching.
That's
The
right.
guy up in he's down in Cotabato, South Cotabato, which is safe in Mindanao. He had that cookie business, John. Very successful. He was consigning his cookies to the stores. Then he'd come back a certain time, he paid them and they give him. Well, he was collecting. He got up to like 250,000 pesos, him and his wife.
That's all it took.
Well, of course, they killed him and the wife.
And the wife?
No, got away. They didn't do nothing to the wife.
Oh, okay.
They killed him and took the money. You know, you can look into that wherever you want to see, but wow, ladies love me. Said Cincinnati, we elected the first Asian mayor too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't think that's something to brag about.
Who cares?
No,
We're all
no,
Americans.
No, but what I'm saying is, John, look how long America's what? 1776, and you get the first Asian man. I wouldn't brag about that. That's what gets me about all the first black this and first black that. That's
We're all
nothing to brag
Americans.
about. I don't want to hear that because
I'm with
that's
you.
embarrassing. If you're an American to me, what took you so long? You know, I'm glad for her, but hell, it's all politics. She don't care. It ain't gonna change nothing.
I'll be glad
I hate to tell you, it's not gonna change anything.
I'll be glad when we just say, "Hey, we elected an American."
It's not gonna happen.
Well,
not in America.
Well, I think it will eventually.
Well, I'm glad you
Might
do.
not be our life, but I think it will.
Well, look how long it's been, John.
But look how far we've come from the 60s.
You think we've come far? You better check your
Yeah, I
facts.
think we have, but
You better check your facts.
I see Carl Vinters, I'll say his name
Lynn,
correctly. is here.
San Diego 102 says pawn shop in the Philippines sounds like a business for someone that has a death wish. Absolutely.
I wouldn't do it.
I would be really anything that has to do with you loaning money or you borrowing money over here is a no-no.
So, and I'm not trying to be racial, but I noticed a lot of Indians have this 5-6 business. How do they get by with that, I wonder?
Well,
I never hear of any of them ever getting killed.
Yeah, they do. A lot
do
of
they?
them
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why if you see them, they're all wrapped up like a damn mummy. Them and their Filipino collectors. They don't want the people to know who they are.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, pick up the paper right now and go into Cebu. It happens all the time.
Okay.
They'll kill you rather than pay you. You know, but the 5-6 business isn't going anywhere here. It's a fabric. It's part of the fabric of this society.
One of the renters in my 12-unit apartment, I saw a collector stuff in there the other day.
Yeah. Go to the market at about
Any sorry
4
store I
o'clock.
see him. Boy, any sorry
and you're going to see
store.
that Indian guy there. He's got everybody in
Is he
there.
the tall guy? Because I know him. I've talked to him a few times.
No, he's not really tall. This
Different
one's,
guy then.
he lives off by the boulevard. I see him all the time. But you go over there, and I'm like, wow. You know, that was one of the campaign promises back in 2016 that they was going to get rid of the Indian out of the pocket of the Filipino. It ain't going to happen, guys. Trust me. It's,
I mean,
who else is going to finance them? And it's really not that bad of a deal when you think about it. In America, if you go to the loan chart, when I left in 2018, it was $1 on $1. Way
that's
back.
horrible.
Yeah, it is.
That's kicking somebody when they're down.
Yeah. When there's no sympathy over there.
Oh, I know. But I don't have to like it.
Yeah. When I was little, way back in the 70s, my mother, they used to borrow from a guy. It was 10 cents on the dollar.
Well, that's better than a
then
dollar.
Then it went up to a quarter on the dollar. Then when the crack industry came in, it was 50 cents on the dollar. Now it's $1 on the dollar. They're saying, okay, if you want to bother me and bug me about borrowing $50, you're going to pay me $100 back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Finding Keno says $6 a day. It ain't worth it to work. Growing food could be a good hobby. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I'd agree with that.
Now, in my apartment, I've tried to grow tomatoes, beans, all kinds of stuff. It's all failed, I think, because I'm on the second floor and it's just too hot.
Yeah. Hey, Cliff Peterson. He's from I can't get called Sunshine. They give you the Moonshine, John. John becoming more popular than me, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm getting jealous, guys.
I don't think so.
He called me Calvin and you Moonshine.
Well, that's because he's on a first name basis with you and not me.
Cliff and Ruth says, Calvin, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You are going through the electric situation. However, it's giving me another thing to watch out for.
That's right.
Yeah, start now. But that's what I thought. See, that's not my responsibility.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I told him that his electricity might take a while.
Yeah. John told
somebody
me.
Out of the blue.
I had no idea.
I mean, his contractor should have immediately filed.
Yeah. But not only that, but it kind of puts you in the mind of, should I have purchased already
built house?
Yeah.
I personally think I would, and I did that in the U.S. That way, if it's a few years old, you see where the cracks are in the foundation. You can go up and check the roof and see if it's leaking.
Yeah. But you're going to get a little bit more if you build yourself.
You can get what you want.
Yeah, you can get what you want,
Yeah,
and you're going to get a little bit more. Hey, Gerald Fulmore, thanks for the super chat. He said, John Wells, how many super chats and super stickers did you drink so far? He don't know. He lost count.
And I drank more than what the super chats were. I'm trying to figure out who those two are. She was waving like she knew us.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys, you get over. These women are so
JX, thanks for the super chat. He said, you never had a business in your own country, don't go to another country and start one. Now, that's great advice. But here's the problem we make over here, John.
I had businesses in the U.S. I won't have one here.
But JX is on to something there. We finance businesses for people who have no business experience. We have no business experience.
In this culture.
Yeah. Even in most of us, when we come over, you're one of the
few. Yeah.
I'm one of the few. Too. I had one. It's just not worth it. Guys.
When I first came here, I was in Southern Lady, very remote, no jobs. I thought, well, I'd start some kind of business, maybe put some people to work. I don't even have to make money. The more I learned, the less I like that idea.
Guess what some guy told me? He says, Calvin, I've been buying, this is what he said, and he's serious. He said, I've been buying Christmas ornaments after Christmas at a reduced price. I'm going to resell them in the Philippines. I said, you're not going to make any money. You're going to lose. You can't beat the Chinese over here for that stuff. I don't care how much they mark it down in America. It's going to be cheap over here. You're going to pay for shipping. All they're going to do is laugh at you, man.
I agree.
Well, you're going to sell something over here for $5. They're going to look at you like you're crazy.
250 pesos? Nope.
Chuck Newcomb said, I'm planning on moving there to sell igloos.
An igloo would last about an hour in this heat. I'm sweating. Yeah, it's not that bad today.
Maximus said, hello, Calvin John, the Sunshine and Moonshine show.
Hey, Maximus.
Thank you, Maximus, for calling me Sunshine, man, because your shoulders twin.
Now, while we're here talking about people that used to be on here a lot, whatever happened to Hey Keno, Michael Cosby? He went down to Nicaragua. We haven't heard from him since.
Hey Kano, yeah.
Hey Kano, that's it.
They call us the Shine Brothers.
They cost a lot of things.
What's going on, Daryl? The Beach of Life is in Seattle. Why don't y'all have a meetup over in Seattle? It's a bunch of people. The guy who wrote my theme song, Anthony Edwards,
okay.
He's in Seattle.
I thought he was in New York or what?
No,
he's originally from New York.
New York, yeah. You guys ought to have a meetup into that. Chris Wright, I said, do you think you will have to take the shot to travel to the Philippines when it opens up?
So.
Oh, yeah, because this is the reason it's opening up now. Manila is on alert 2. There's only one level left when it's open back to normal. That's alert 1. I've got it up here. It's too much to read, but I'm going to give you an example of what alert 2 is to let you know. First of all, there's no more curfew. They shut that out. They can still see you, John.
For us to travel to the south of our island, Dumaguete, we have to have a permanent vaccination card right now.
Yeah, that's all, though. But I'd rather have that than the damn swab test.
Oh, me too. But I'm just saying, if we have to have that just to travel to the south of this island, what do you think to get in?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Now they're saying intrazonal and interzonal movement. Intrazonal just means that I can come from outside of Metro Manila.
Okay, interzonal.
Yeah, interzonal
almost sounds perverted.
Means it's actually the other way around. Intrazonal means I can move within Manila. Interzonal means that I can come from outside of Manila.
Okay.
Even if my quarantine restriction is different. Okay, now it says these establishments and activities at 50% capacity indoors for fully vaccinated adults and minors, even if unvaccinated.
Oh, okay.
And 70% capacity outdoors. Meetings, conferences.
So you can't go inside unless you are vaccinated, but you can go outside.
Well, 50% on the inside for fully vaccinated adults. Minors, even if unvaccinated. Because,
okay.
They're not.
Okay, kids.
Okay, but parties, wedding receptions, engagement parties, wedding anniversaries, tourist attractions, libraries. This is all opened up now, guys. Amusement parks, theme parks, internet cafes, billiard halls, bowling alleys, skating rinks.
Do they even have bowling alleys here? I haven't seen any.
Yeah. Swimming pools, cinemas and movie houses, limited face-to-face or in-person classes for basic education, subject to prior approval. Man, I'm going to tell you guys, it's open back up. We're this close from being fully open here. My girlfriend said the goal was to open up the Philippines fully by December. I didn't believe it when she told me.
I heard somebody else say that, so it may. We'll see.
It's getting close.
But like I say, I'm still worried we'll have a spike and they'll shut everything down.
Hey, Erling Bob, thanks for the super chat. When I get to the fields, the only business I'm concerned about is minding my own. Yeah, that's a great.
At least for the first 6 months you live somewhere, learn what's going on. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I mind my own business. Well, anywhere I go.
Well, I don't all the time, and I should.
I do.
Well, you're smarter than I am.
Wall Street Bets, she says, people in the Philippines in poor areas seem to think shopping stores are good business. They don't realize it's a saturated market. Too many shopping and the profit is low. 10 to 15%. Hell,
it ain't that much.
It ain't that much.
It ain't that much.
You're being generous, Wall Street Bets. But it's always been, remember I was talking about the Filipino dream. You don't want to come over here and deny the Filipino their dream.
I agree.
If they want to, their dream is to open up a shopping store. A lot of them, that's
let them, but don't finance it because you're going to lose. Okay.
But if you do, set it a limit. Okay, look, I'm gonna give you 15,000. Okay.
Okay.
And that's it.
And 99% of the time, in 2 months, that 15,000 will be gone.
And then I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything to do with it. Here,
okay.
You want to do it? Go ahead.
Okay. For the next beer of the day, this is San Miguel Brewery flagship beer, the Pale Pilsner, which I think is the best out of all of them. I don't know of an American equivalent. It's a good Pilsner. It does vary a little in quality. Sometimes it's a little maltier, sometimes a little drier, but it's good.
So you got to realize, okay, the Octa research, back to this Manila. This is the the organization has been tracking COVID since it started here. They said that the COVID has plateaued here.
Right now.
Now they're, instead of them, a lot of what's going on in the Philippines, in Manila specifically, they're following their suggestions now. I mean, you know, the ATF has the IATF has the final decision, but they're basically going by what the OCTA's telling them, guys. They're saying that the Philippines now is low risk for COVID. That's great news, man. It's just what they're saying. It's not what I'm saying. And they're backing it with action. They were talking about Alert 2 and opening up Manila. Last month, they didn't do it. It's open, man. The movie theater is open here now. That's a big deal in the Philippines, man, okay? Maxima John.
Not in this house, I'm not.
Diba? You know what that means, right?
No, what?
That means right.
Not in this house. This is actually, Booby's the boss, if you want to get right down to it.
Everything's going to kill you. I've got a reply to this. Carl Winters, servant of Jesus Christ, says, John, cigarettes will kill you. You might want to consider stopping. What usually kills us is what we eat. It's not cigarettes.
I think cigarettes will get me. I'll be honest with you.
But I'm saying on average, when people die, it's
Heart
what
attacks,
we eat.
strokes.
That's right. That's the number one. Okay.
Lung cancer is, I don't even know if it's in the top 10.
And that comes from our diet. Or, you know.
And genes. And your genes.
A lot of times, stress.
But Carl, I already had a heart attack. They're not that bad.
Yeah. How long ago was that, John?
I was 34, so that's been over 20, almost 18 years, 20 years ago.
So the last time you went to the doctor, what did they tell you?
Oh, it's a long story. If you really want to hear it,
I'll tell you. Just in a roundabout way.
The last time I went to the doctor, they gave me a calcium content test, and I scored so high on that calcium content test. They said you will have a 100% chance of having a heart attack in 5 years. So I went in, got catheterized, and they said everything looked okay.
Oh, okay.
So
he says teachers make $100,000, $10,000 per month.
$200. $200 for a teacher. I have a neighbor with a teaching degree. He sells fish balls because he makes more than that.
Yeah. So see, that's the problem. We bring it Western thinking. Oh, well, you
$200 a month.
You can't get an educated professional
It doesn't
woman.
matter.
Why can't I? And then what difference does it make, John?
It makes no difference. It makes no difference. You just want a good woman.
Yeah, you just want a good woman. I don't get it. He says he's not taking the death shot, he called it. I'm still waiting to turn. The guy told me before I took it, he said, Calvin, don't do it. You're going to turn into Bill Gates, and they're going to put a computer hardware.
Chip in
all that. Yeah.
Well, but he says I have blood cancer. And
Cal Deadman's back. All right, John.
Well, we missed you. I saw him on a competing channel the other day.
I know. That's okay.
Cal, it is good to have you back.
Yeah, I love the chance. Hopefully, spikes are over by now. They got this.
There's one in the U.S. right now.
There's supposed to be this variant of the Delta, but the OCTA said don't worry about it because it's coming from the Delta, and we're already protected against it. Man, they've been on the money ever since I've been following them. They said it's plateaued. They're the ones that said open it up. They're saying.
How long are we going to be afraid? I mean, sooner or later, let's just
all of Asia's coming to that conclusion, John. They're saying we're not going to get down to zero.
We have never got to zero with the flu. We've never got to zero with the flu.
But see, with the flu, though, we got a lot more information. Couple more years, and you're not even going to be worried about this COVID. You're going to look back on it and be like, what in the world?
Why were we so afraid?
Gerald Foreman said, open back up to shut back down for the variant.
That may happen. That's what I'm worried about, but we'll see.
But see, OCTA says they've been tracking it. These people know what they're talking about.
Well, if they do, they're one of the few.
I mean, as far as they're going by the numbers, John. Numbers don't lie. But people lie.
Figures don't lie, but liars can figure.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty
if
good.
The guy says to open back up, That's why Manila's open now. Octa said it's okay.
There ain't a super chat. I'll still have a drink.
Hell, the IATF, they don't really know nothing. Remember when Octa said it's getting ready to spike, we may see 36,000 cases.
It did?
And it hit
Why did you do a little research
36,000.
on them? I never even heard of Octa before.
Now, guys, look, the other day, the in all of the Philippines, and the way they configure all this and all that, they had 3,100 cases. That's ridiculous, man. It's almost like it never even was here, man. It's way down low. Michael McFarland said, I got my SRV and I'm not going to work in the PI. I don't blame you, man.
I don't either.
Anybody that's thinking about working in a PI, I'm going to send you to the psychiatrist.
Are you going to work for $6 a day?
Yeah, you're going to need an examination, guys.
This is good.
Jay said, Calvin, let your viewers know you found Buck training to wash dishes at the motel. Yeah.
I like Buck.
The Continental
I
Motel.
can't wait to meet him. The
On
Continental.
6th and Broadway.
Is that where they like rent rooms for the hour?
Yeah. You know, remember they're trying to conserve water at the motel, so they only change your
bed sheets.
Yeah, once a week.
If you pay for it.
Yeah, once a week. Hey, Jerry McLeod from South Carolina said.
I got to be honest, though. The reason I like Buck so much, it takes the heat off of me.
Yeah, the dance never stops. He says, if I come to the Philippines, there are a lot of diseases and pollution there.
Depends on where you
Depends
go.
on where you are.
There's not that much here in San Carlos.
No, this is one of the cleanest places.
You go to the water, it's nice and clear. Now, I've been in Gayan.
The guy in the Oro.
Yeah, there, Dumaguete. The water's filthy. I'll be honest. But here it's nice.
Yeah, here it's nice.
As far as diseases, watch the water. Watch where you eat. Don't eat street food. I wouldn't.
I did a video a long time ago because I didn't do it. John said did you took a vaccine before you come over here?
Yes, I took all kinds of shots before I came.
I didn't. And I said, do I need vaccines?
Well,
it's not
you don't.
required to get in here, but from what people are saying to me now, their doctors are telling them to take the hepatitis A and B.
I got them both.
And something else that costs a lot of money you didn't take, John.
Japanese encephalitis shot was like $6,000. It's only good for 6 months. I said, I don't want that one. But I got 6 or 7 shots.
I wonder if insurance would cover that.
I don't know. I didn't try to
Because you know the doctors, by me working in the Medicare field, what the doctors would do, Medicare has a rate that they pay up to. The doctor may charge you $100 to go to the doctor, but Medicare has an approved rate of only $20. You see what I'm saying? And they always put that up there like, oh, it's $6,000. Well, what is it going to cost me with my insurance?
I got a typhus shot. I got a cholera shot. There was quite a few shots I got before I came.
Hey, Steve Compton, thanks for that super sticker.
Oh, here we go.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
but
Steve
yeah,
Compton. How's the Marines going?
I would talk. Is that Compton or Crompton? Remember Steve Crompton?
Oh, I might have got the wrong guy.
I would check with my doctor, the dance never stops, and just ask him. Remember, I told y'all don't do what I did. I just got them. They could have turned me away at the damn border and said, "Hey, you don't have your shots." I didn't know, guys. I promise you.
That's the main reason why Calvin does this, his channel, and why I contribute to try to. You don't make the same mistakes we did.
Yeah, see, Carl Vaughn said, see, Manila just removed the curfew. He lives up there. And we're now on alert level 2, finally.
Carl, do you have to show your vaccination card to get into a restaurant? I've heard that's true, whether it is or not.
That's what he just said. 50%
Okay.
fully vaccinated. You got to be fully vaccinated.
That's right, so you have to show your card. I see Cal Debman, bring Ingram back. We miss him. Have a drink for me. Well, you can give a super chat, but okay, I'll have a drink for you, Kyle.
Michael Murday says, I'm looking forward to having a cold one with John.
I do too.
I'm going to tell you guys over here, especially if you go to a place like what's it called?
Small Fries.
Small Fries Resort. And you having cold ones with John, like a Coke with me. This is what the Philippines is about. Isn't that a relaxing place? We're right there on the damn beach.
When he says right there, he means like 5 feet from you.
Yeah, because John, instead of him, John's like, he picked up some habits over here. Instead of him going to the CR which was maybe
I'll
20
go out
feet
here in a
away.
couple minutes.
He went right behind our table, by the way, on the beach.
But that's what the Filipinos do. I'm from the hills of West Virginia.
Percy Ramsey said, sorry are the baseline business in the Philippines. Sad because as soon as you open up, a week later, your neighbor across the street will open up and try to steal your
Don't
customer.
even mess with that.
But I don't try to steal the Filipinos'
From the Filipinos, I agree.
And I'm not saying his dream and aspirations. A lot of them, that's their dream. Remember the young lady that I helped recently who has cancer?
Yes. How's she doing anyway?
She opened up a sorry store. Somebody sent her the money to do it. She said, Sir Calvin, rather. She said that was always my dream, was to open up a sorry store. So let them do it. I'm telling you guys, don't come over here to do it.
Now, maybe you need to do an update on her because she seems legitimate to me.
Well, she's legitimate.
She seems like it.
What do you mean an update? She's got cancer, John.
What? But how's she doing?
I mean, she's doing better. I seen her at the store. I mean, if I go over there tomorrow, she's still going to have cancer.
Okay.
I was going to give it a few months.
Okay, that's fine.
She texts, we talk Facebook. And if she ever says, they gave me some great news, then I'll do an update.
Okay, that sounds good.
But she's still, every 3 weeks, she goes and gets her chemo. A Gold Eagle. Show that, John.
Oh, Golden Eagle. This is kind of hard to find. It's a little bit cheaper than your Red Horse. I think it's good. I prefer it over Red Horse. Oh,
yeah, Thomas King. I did get a lot, but hell, it was 40 years ago. Actually, this is the 40th. I don't know why I didn't even remember this. This is the 40th year since I joined the Navy. I joined the Navy. I reported to boot camp September the 11th, by the way.
So you were 18.
1981, yeah.
You're 18.
I was 18. I just turned 18 right out of high school 40 years ago, September 11th.
You're getting old, buddy.
And about froze to death. I got
at?
there in Great Lakes, Illinois. Now, when I got there, it wasn't so cold. But by the time we left in November, I was so happy. My A school was in San Diego, by the way. I was happy as a lark.
My poor dad was a hillbilly from West Virginia. Didn't have shit. His parents were squatters. Okay, he joins the Marine. He wants to see the world. The only place they ever went was Great Lakes Naval Station. Poor guy.
What happened? He got
out? He stayed in, got out. But I tell you what, he learned a lot from there. He would never. I mean, it was the best food he ever had. They pulled his teeth, gave him false teeth. Yeah. He loved it. They taught him so much, and he taught us kids that.
The little kid selling something. I'm gonna give him 20 pesos down here. Just give them this.
Well, they're going to tell me they love me instead of you.
10 each.
10
Sammy
each.
Davis says, I don't know. And we were just talking about this today. Not what you're saying, Sammy. He says, I don't know if it's the same now, but bar girls used to have to get checkups and carry their medical card.
Let's talk about
That's the difference between them and girls in the bars in the U.S. Well, we were talking about bar girls today at McDonald's because a friend of his, he says
we ain't mentioning no names,
but he says he's got a thing for bar girls, and I said I know why, because those are where the best looking, a lot of the best.
If you're going to make the money, you got to be a 10.
I mean, if you're so caught up on looks, John, that's where you go.
But if you want a good woman, you don't want to go there.
You don't want to go there because his heart's been broken so many times.
He said he caught every one of them cheating on him. Every one. He's got kids with at least 2 of them.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. If you hung up on looks, guys, that's where they are. All you gotta do is go on YouTube. They got these swimming parties and stuff up there now. I'm not into bar girls. I've never been into them.
So I had a long talk with this man. I really like him. He's a good friend of mine.
Wow, look at this. Aaron Rodgers being investigated for COVID gate. He lied about the vaccination.
I heard something about that.
Well, I know he's not gonna play this week because of it. And I'm saying, why would you do that? People are too smart, man. See, that's
if there's rules, you might as well follow them.
Of course. I mean, that's I don't miss that. My video yesterday, things I don't miss about. I don't miss all that old whiny stuff. People worrying about you ain't got no rights when you dead. I mean, if it's all for one and one for all, then guys, let's do it then. If I can serving the military. Damn it, you can take a damn shot. You know, you're talking about freedom not free. It's not. That's another some of that rhetoric, John. William Davis says, I've been okay with no vaccine for the last 2 years in the Philippines, but do not travel a lot here, mainly around Manila and Bulacan. Yeah, you know, like I said, politics, religion, sports, and now COVID.
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about it.
That's
because
almost
we're
politics.
going to argue about it. And if you don't want to take it, that's fine. But get out of my way. Don't come around me with it.
And let me say,
I don't want it. People in my family have died.
The 43-year-old medical technician lives beside me said she's never seen anybody die from COVID that had been vaccinated.
Daryl foremost said, Calvin, when you have a hand water pump put in so when you have a brownout, you can still get water. Well, I'm going to still be able to get water anyway, even if I have a brownout.
But let me tell you, Daryl, the problem on that is septic tanks. They don't do perk tests here. So if you put in a shallow well, you might be getting some bad water.
RLV said was trying to Danny and at Jollibee. The staff were asking for my Vax card, but if I got it in my car, try to take away my food, which is takeout. Yeah. And you know, you gotta understand, it's like
now, he's a Filipino. RLV. Yeah,
I'm just saying, you know, I took the vaccination to protect the people around me. Okay. And I'm out and about all the time.
I take it, so hopefully I won't die.
Is it your right? Yeah, but eventually they control us already, guys. Okay, quit all of that foolishness. Number.
How's the stars? What's that, Tom?
Cal said, "What's the best way to get to San Carlos? If you're in Ilo, just ride them. Fly into Cebu, catch the van to Toledo,
3 hours,
and then catch the fast cat, 45 minutes. So you're looking about 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on the traffic."
Good to have you back, Kyle.
Grumpy Dude Bryant says, I've seen a few 8.5s working in bars, but never seen a 10. Well, you know, there's nobody going to be perfect.
And
the 10s I saw were either married in the province or single and dating men who can afford them in the big cities. Yeah, but I mean, 8.5 is a 10 to guys in America.
A 5 is a 8.
I gave John a perfect example today. We saw a young, she probably no more than 20, 21 today, eating at McDonald's. You know, you may have said she's a 6. I said she's a 10 because she's young, she's beautiful, she's innocent.
And there's more than just looks.
Right, guys. You know, but if you're going to be hung up on looks, then go to the bar.
You too, John.
Beat Texas said, hey, fellas, not going to get married or have kids. That plays out here after a few years. Girls dream of that. Is that going to be an issue there?
They're going to want a kid, I'll tell you. They're going to want one.
But you haven't given your girlfriend one.
No, but when I met her, I told her I would be open to trying to have my vasectomy reversed. So
remember, they're not from outer space. And, you know, if you tell them, hey, look, I'm just not interested right now, right? But what's going to happen is there's not a whole lot. It's going to be on you, though, because she's not going to be on any protection because of their religious beliefs, you know, so, and the oven gets hot. And, you know, sometimes you want to keep the brick, you know, the bun in the oven.
I don't think there's any Filipino young lady that doesn't want a child.
I took actually, yeah, that's a perfect score. I have to agree with you on that. Let me see what this guy. He asked what vaccine I got
AstraZeneca. John? Now, Sinovac, they put me in that line, but the line beside me was AstraZeneca, and I went over. And that's just me. You know,
I got the CoronaVac, Sinovac. Remember, there's two Sinovacs. One is the Chinese government, and one is the business. I don't know which one I took, and I really didn't care, man. You know, I tell you what, I didn't get any side effects.
I did.
I didn't get any. Maybe for a split second when I got home, I don't know if it's because me rushing and the heat. I sat there and I got like a slight headache. That was it. I got my first dose August 4th, my second dose September the 1st. 28 days later, I don't know. But remember what I was telling you guys about something. You got to throw that Western thinking away when you get over here, because you don't know what you're waiting, what's waiting for you when you get over here. The woman that you think is a 6 or a 5, man, she's going to be 22, 23 years old. Probably never been touched before. She has, and you just don't know, man. I mean, I'm sorry. You're going to throw all them numbers out the window. It's not going to matter. Professor Hayes, do you guys know if the ferry terminals are open for me? They are now, yeah.
Are they? I don't know.
Elo, but if you're fully vaccinated, if you're not fully vaccinated, you got to take the swab test.
Even the Elo, because I thought you'd go from there to Bacala with nothing. I don't know.
No.
I don't.
They'll shut that down in a minute, because you got to realize that's totally different.
Province.
Yeah, it's a totally different province, but
I thought they were open.
It's open for fully vaccinated, John.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. If you're not fully vaccinated, it's still open, but you got to take the swab test. You got to get the medical certificate and all of that. So it's not fully
open. Yeah. Okay.
If you're fully, for me and you, it would be.
Well, would they take the temporary vaccination? I bet they wouldn't.
I don't know. See, that's the problem. This card I've got, anybody could produce it.
Kyle Desmond's having a Crown Royal. That was my mother's favorite soda, and they do sell it here. She drank it because it was cheaper than the rest.
Ladies love me, said 10 ones.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. If you want to be like that, I'm going to be honest with you. In Cebu, one time I met a young lady. She had to be, I'm going to say a 2 because she was so thin. No, she was skinny. But, man, it's some of the best I've ever had. Everything.
Now, he said 10 ones.
Yeah.
Quantity has a quality all of its own.
Okay. China, Zolov, okay. See, I'm not into all of that stuff. At some point, you got to believe somebody, okay? I'm not that paranoid to think all these people, they control me already.
You like Golden Eagle? I do too. You can have a glass.
They know where I am.
I'm trying to get Calvin's wife a glass of beer.
They know where I am. They know everything about me, John.
Well, yeah, if you have a Social Security number, you're marked.
Everything in America has got that, what do you call it, when they swipe everything on the back of it, the tape. Come on, guys.
You know what? You heard that saying, get her done? I say, get her drunk.
Yeah, Michael Murray. Yeah, they're not from outer space. They aren't. Sammy Davis said, I brought it up earlier in another comment, but I know back then it was medically safer to have a bar girl than to pick one walking down the street or working in a store. Well,
I don't know about working in a store.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to get? It's like, I don't know, what like a whale eating a Tic Tac or something. Who wants that? I don't. He says, finding Keno says retired. Shoot, I'm a 3. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm a 1.
I give myself a 2 at least.
That's because those guns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit over a damn 1, but I'm a 2. So
since we're not getting much super chat, I'll have 1 anyway.
Left y'all around. Non-vaccinated people are 50 times higher to end up in the hospital than vaccinated people.
That's what I heard.
And facts.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's all for the good of everybody, why not take one for the team, John? That's what I did. I wanted to open back up, man. If you guys are going to get in the way, I don't care what you do. But we sit around and we argue about that stuff. Now, if they talk about taking away my right to vote or something like that, now I'm going to get in line with y'all and start fighting. But, they chipping away at your rights by making you get a damn vaccine, by the way. I mean, it's just crazy, guys. That's why I don't spend a whole lot of time. AC King says, retire at Social Security. A child that qualifies for survivor's benefits is better than money in the bank for some of these women. Yeah. And then over here, one of my friends, he's got a place in Davao and he has a place in Colorado. He put me up on it. He said, look, Calvin, he said, when you start getting your Social Security and you got kids under 18 over in the Philippines,
yes,
long as they're, CRBA on the books, they're gonna get. He told me 1,000. You get 1,000 a month for every child.
Talk to Bill. I think you get 1/2 of what you get is the way I understood it.
Well, he just told me 1,000. So either way, that's something to think about. I heard the beach of like Calvin restoring hope.
I love it.
Skeptic Sorcerer said that vaccine was pulled back in China. They didn't like they were not getting feedback on their vaccines. I just don't get into it. I took it. I feel good.
The medical technician, that's my neighbor, she got the Sinovac, and I said, well, I got in the other line. She said, that's all was available when I got it.
He says a head teacher 3 is like a principal in the USA. Yeah, but the salary's not.
Principals in the USA make
they make 6 figures.
I know. I couldn't believe
Even some of them assistant principals make good money there. He said his work forced him to do it.
Well,
or did they just give you a mandate? They didn't force you. They said, hey, you either take it or you get
don't
another
have a job.
Well,
that's kind of forcing.
Well, he get another job.
Yeah.
Big D said retired 2019, so one has to do it better. So one has to do it better you than me. I don't know what he means. Robert Morris, he said, sorry for interruption, but John, shots.
No problem. Thank you very much. Last of the Pale Pilsner. Now we're getting into the Red Horse.
Beach Tech said, hello, Calvin, too. You and OG to me, partner. Thanks, man, but it's a fact, But we come over and we want, I promise you, man, I got a yummy 5, and I'm happy with it, man. It all depends on what you're happy with. But remember we were talking about, is it a fair exchange yesterday, John?
I think it is.
Here's the thing, though. If it is, and you think it is, and you know it's an investment, don't settle for anything less than what you want and what's going to make you happy.
What's going to make you happy is what I
See,
want for.
Don't settle for anything less than that. I wouldn't. Hey, John and Cal, I said, can y'all start coming on twice a week? These other channels are boring.
Thank you, Jay. We appreciate that. I don't think Calvin could handle me 2 times in a week.
But they're asking if more people. I give my viewers what they want. That's why you're on here now.
Yeah.
You got to guess what I told Pumpkin Joe that. I said, look, I don't see him on here. I don't see him on it.
But anyway,
but I was telling him, I said, look, because he was asking me for suggestions. I said, just give the people what they asked you for. Daryl Foremost said, Calvin asked about a Sunshine Shoulder support group. Yeah, but I won't have nothing to do with it. I've got enough
on your plate.
Yeah, and then
I'll be back.
They screenshot stuff, Daryl, and that's what I don't like. There's too much screenshotting going on Facebook and stuff like that. My Buntak. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a problem doing it. Especially in person, I would do it. But all these old online, I wouldn't do it. Tom Kelsey says, I'm a 5 looking for a beautiful 10. And, beauty really is, some people, what you may think is a 10, somebody may think is a 4. But I look at it more than the face, man. A lot of these women over here, they got perfect shapes, man. And that has to count for something. They might not be the winning beauty contest, but, man, they could end up in Playboy. That's a fact. And that has to mean something, guys. And for me, it does. I like slim women. They call them slim thick now. I don't want a skinny woman, but I want them slim. And you're going to see that over here. It's going to drive you crazy. I saw one the other day in the park. And, man, it was one of them hellos, John. But I was with my woman, and I'm satisfied with my woman.
Oh, you should be. I like it.
You know, if something was to happen, he's talking President Biden. He's asking corporations 100 or more to vaccinate all employees.
We stay out of these politics. We've both been gone from the U.S. for 3 years.
I'm pretty sure they will. And you got to realize, Gleason Baker, he said, "Will Philippines accept U.S. vax cards?"
I don't know.
I think it's going to come down to the airlines, what they accept.
They'll probably accept them.
I'm almost sure
No.
they are. I mean, why wouldn't they? What are you going to do? What you think they're going to come over here and have to take the vaccine? No, they're going to accept your vax card from wherever you come. If you're on there, all these countries have these green lists. If you're on that green list, that means they're going to accept your vaccination certification. But see, right now, the Philippines is not. I was thinking about going to Thailand if I had to leave here, right? But I can't go from here because the Philippines is not on their green list.
Wow.
And vice versa.
You would have to go to America, Samoa, and then fly to Thailand
for 2 weeks or something. Get my, guys, we are approving these messages, but we want to move on from the vaccine commentary.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. This is the Philippine channel. Let's talk about the Philippines.
Yusuf says fair exchange is a state of mind. And there's no right or wrong answer to me for that, but let's talk about some facts here, guys. You know, fair exchange would be, equal exchange and fair exchange is different, right?
I'm happy with my exchange.
Yeah. And that's all that matters, really. But is it a fair exchange? I would say no.
I'm happy with mine.
Now, there's a satisfaction exchange. That's different. You're satisfied.
I'm very satisfied.
But is it a fair exchange? No other place would you say it's a fair exchange. I mean, I ain't talking about with a woman, but if you say, hey, I got to do all of this first before I even meet you, is that a fair exchange?
I say I'm very happy with mine. A lot of people say, John, you live in your own world. Well, I like my own world. Yes, and I that's the way I understood that too from Michael there.
Yeah, but he says, but then it's divided.
That's the way I understood it. You get one half,
them.
but if you put two kids on there, they'll get 25% and 25%. That's the way I understood.
That's what you understood. The guy who's getting it, he told me, he said, Calvin, I get $1,000 a month for my daughter.
So that means he's only getting
$2,000? He's getting more than that. Okay. This guy's got a lot of money. I'm telling you what he told me. Okay. Paul Abrams said it's not 1,000. They will split it between the kids. Are you getting that, Paul? Is what I'm saying. Is he getting it?
Yeah, I agree. Let us know if that's
how it
works.
He just told me that. Maybe he's getting 2,000 then. Because he told me, he said, Calvin, make sure when you start getting your Social Security,
you get the other half.
Get that for your kids over there.
I mean, I got to be honest.
I know what it is in the States because when my brother got killed, he was only 26. His kids once they turned a certain age or whatever it was, they start getting his Social Security. I don't know how that works, guys.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I know that you get something, right? Harold Till said attitude is important.
Yes.
Yeah. Beauty's the cherry on the top. Yeah. I believe that. And a lot of guys say, Filipinos are cooperative, which they are. See, my next video is going to be deep, guys. And I try to make it kind of entertaining. It's the power of yes over here. Be careful what you ask for in the Philippines.
You might
might get it.
Because I got it.
Can you imagine over here? Have you ever heard no over here, John? Foreigners, we don't hear no. I'm not going to give you it.
Only time I hear no is when it's coming from me.
I'm not going to give up the video, but guys, you got to be careful over here. It's like a drug addict. If every time you go to the drug dealer for credit, and he said, you're probably going to kill yourself. And so over here, it's the same way. They just never know. I don't care what it is. No hole is off limits here.
Ismail's got a good one here. Calvin, I need thick ladies. get the thinnest woman you can because they will become. What was your video? Every Filipino is a fat woman dying to
get out.
To get out. And I agree with it.
Yeah.
I agree.
So he said, I need the thick lady. Yeah, get one.
I mean, face it, you go from barely having enough to eat every day to a smorgasbord.
Yeah, you got to be careful, guy. He said they're generally better than the Western anyway. If I want a man, I'd marry a man. Yeah, I want a woman. Yeah, you're right. And that's a fact, but like I said, they get old, they bleed once a month, but you're still going to get something different because they're different in a way that you like. See, because the Filipino man, he says, I don't know what's the excitement's all about. That's what he says. Because he sees them all the time. But for us, it's different. China's Zolda says, which would you rather do, get a vaccine or produce 500,000 insurance bond to cover you against anyone in contact with you? Absolutely.
We're off the vaccine.
Yeah, but that makes sense. The
beer of the Philippines, Red Horse, you can get it anywhere, 7%.
Michael Dorsonville says, why we're worried about talking about the vaccine? Whatever happened to all the shots we took when we were young? We were not complaining.
And I agree.
I mean, even in the service, you didn't have no choice. Ishmael says, Finding Kino says, Ishmael, are you down with the thickness? Yeah, well, I tell you what, be careful what you ask
you
for.
Might just get it. You might not be able to control it.
Well, you may not want it. You see some thick ones over here, you be like, nah, I'm sorry. I got to throw that back.
The Filipinos are shaped, a lot of them are shaped a little different. They're small butts and bigger bellies.
Yeah. Brothers, he said, see you in Sunshine Shoulder Parade.
I was actually in a parade here. It was a Catholic religious service. I don't remember what it was, but I was waving at people. It was kind of fun.
There's a what's your name going on right now, Fiesta. And that's a fact.
This was pre-pandemic, but yeah, I went in the parade and we went down by the public market, walked up by Unitop, and went back to the Catholic church.
Jill Bellamy says, Calvin, does your girlfriend work out with you? We used to work out together. Now, once she had the baby, now she goes to the gym.
Now, does she go to the gym down there?
No, she goes to Viper Gym.
I mean, he has a gym within 5 minutes walking.
But Viper's a lot better.
Yeah, they do.
And then they'll give you a free trainer over there. Yeah. They had me going real good. Like I said, I got so big in Zamboanga that when I got back here, she said, look, you got to quit lifting weight. They called me, what's the guy's name? Ronnie Coleman. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something else, though, that's really crazy about the weightlifting is serious here, guys. I'm going to tell you, all the steroids and stuff, it's out in the open here. They don't even try to hide it.
Oh, I believe that.
And that's what kind of shocked me when I was down in Zamboanga. The guy was delivering some syringes. I didn't care that I was standing there because I was buying the water.
And they had the needles and everything.
And put the syringes down on the counter. But because, Asian men typically, they can't get as big as me. See, they were shocked when I came in there. See, I never lifted weights. This is all genetics. And they were like, wow, man, because, they have to take drugs to get this big. And, they compete. It's a serious over here, man. And I learned more from them guys probably in the first month than I had ever learned in my life because I never lifted. And I was lifting the wrong way. This guy, man.
Well, you must have some good genes on that because you do look.
It was free. It was free. This guy, he was like he went all over Asia competing. He was working out with me free. But of course, I gave him like 300 pesos a week, which is a lot of money for him.
$60, yeah.
Well, no, sorry. 3,000 a month, not 300.
Okay, 60 a week. A month.
Yeah.
60 a month.
Yeah, but you're probably right. I don't take them, but I'm saying over here because they can't get that. They're just not.
Okay, Jay's got one here. I'll just read it off. He said, John, does your girlfriend use the light during the brownies? Yes, for some reason she is afraid of the dark. I have a headlamp and she has to turn it on.
Beach, Texas, thanks for the super chat. He says, John, super chat. He
Oh.
said, any young bucks or ladies there, experts? He says, I'm 40, retired, just curious on being an oddball because I see older guys online, all good. Well,
You'll be fine.
move it over. There's some young guys over here.
You'll be fine.
You know.
You probably have a better selection than we got. And we got a damn good selection.
Well, see, the thing is, a lot of guys over here, they don't look as old as you would think. You know, you would think
I'm 62.
I mean, you would think that they're 50-something. I mean, you think that they're 40, but they're really 50-something. Look at Bill. He's young looking,
I tell you
man.
what,
I was shocked.
He looks younger than I do.
Yeah,
he's
he
what,
looks
67?
Yeah, I was shocked when he told me how old he was. I couldn't believe it. He's in real good shape, but he works out. He walks a lot. You know.
Hell, even Nifty for his age, he looks pretty darn good.
When he's in good shape, you know, you realize
he's been playing tennis for 25 years.
Yeah, he's part of our tennis group, and they beat us most times. He's better than me. What brought the St. Carlos? Our women.
Women. Jungle Fever brought us both here.
Yeah. And that's a good way to vet your woman, guys, especially initially. I would stay somewhere close around.
They need to be with their family.
Yeah, you don't want an unhappy Filipino, man.
Now, Calvin's situation is a little different. Your girl was from San Carlos,
born
correct?
and raised here, worked here her whole life.
My girl was from a remote, small fishing village, 24 kilometers from here. But I looked on the map, and this was the closest big city here, and I didn't want to live out in the jungle.
Big, being, relevant.
Big being relevant, because San Carlos is a provincial town. I consider it a province. The restaurants we have two Jollibees, one Chow King, one Mang Inasal, and McDonald's. That's for the chains. That's it. We have four supermarkets here, and it's still a provincial town. It's kind of remote. There's a lot of things we can't get. Okay, Ismail, how long would it take me? I learned how to do this. Well, maybe I did. Ismail said, how long would it take me to become a millionaire selling fish balls? Well, it depends on if you're going to be a Filipino millionaire or a U.S. millionaire. You'll never make it as a U.S. millionaire, but a Filipino millionaire is only $20,000. So you might be able to do it. Let's see what else we got. Pesos for fish balls. I don't know. But like I say, he has a 4-year degree teaching. This guy's got a hell of a personality. I really like him. Like I say, every time I see him, but he makes more money selling fish balls. And he sells, he deep fries hot dogs, and he has a few other things. And he makes more money doing that than he does teaching. But one of our viewers said their teacher wife only made $200 a month. So wages here are low. Hey, Kyle Dedman. Hey, John, you still leaving in March? Yes. I hope that everything's open up so I don't have to be gone. I have many things that I need to do in the U.S., and that's something else. I didn't blindly just one day say I'm moving to the Philippines. I tried to do a little research. I tried to get everything straightened up. But then after you get over here, you'll find out, well, I didn't think about this. Well, hell, I was stupid. I should have thought of that. I have quite a few things I need to take care of in the U.S. How are the fish balls, Thomas King? I've never eaten one. I don't know. I mean, they're almost like hush puppies. That's what they look like. He dips them out in batter with fish in it and throws it in oil. I haven't tasted one. Cal Demon, I might see you at the airport. I hope so. I'm just glad you came back. Bring Ingram back. We miss him. What else we got here? Okay. Michael McFarland, I'll try to get you on here. This is the way that I understood it. And I'm having problems. So I have to wait till Calvin gets back.
Hey, girl,
so Michael McFarland says what I thought, that you get 50%, but if you have like 2 children, it gets divided up 25 each. And
Either way it goes, you get something. That's the point. Okay.
He's right there. So let me just give you my opinions. You guys get mad all you want. Why should an old man like me or Calvin be able to have children, and young guys that have children don't have to pay for them? I don't agree with it, but hey, if I have a child, I'm going to take it. I'll tell you that. That's where
he said his wife was a principal, making $40,000 monthly. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot of money over here. That's $800.
That's $800, but well, she's way over average.
Yeah.
Wow.
But imagine how long. But imagine. Okay,
yeah, what else you have to go through?
I mean, that's great.
Well, he said new teachers only get $200 a month. So how long did she have to work at $200 a month to get the big money?
Yeah.
And when I lived in a small town in Ohio back in 1990, and the principal there at an elementary school was making $60,000 a year, I couldn't believe it.
Hell, the principal right now at my alma mater, high school alma mater, is earning over $120,000 a year as a principal, maybe $150,000. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. But you got to realize these people have a lot of credentials. They're very, they have degrees out the wahoo, And I think if you're going to pay somebody $20 million to shoot a damn ball through a hoop,
I don't agree with that.
You should pay a principal $150,000 a year. Yeah. He said, "What's wrong with Filipino data foreigner?" Well, you're not getting a Filipino anymore. You're gonna get a hard time. That's what you're gonna get, and you're always gonna be compared. And I don't want that, man. I don't want a woman like that. I'm sorry.
I've had 7 girlfriends here in the Philippines. I've not had one that dated a foreigner previously, so I don't know. Maybe it'd be okay, maybe not.
You saw my live stream the other day.
Yes.
Would you want to deal with that? No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. And you can tell the difference. You want to tell the difference? When Esmeralda's on here, she gives answers coming from a Filipino that's never dated a foreigner. She's innocent. She just says what's on her heart. She doesn't stop to think about it, guys. Trust me. It's a difference, man. And if you don't believe me, you will. Okay, Paul Abrams says, I get more than 1,000, but your kids get a certain amount off of what you get. And if you have more kids, they will split it. Have 2 checks. Yeah. Yeah, but we're just glad that you get something.
Well, like I said,
because a lot of people didn't know that.
I'm not so sure it's fair that you have young guys working with 2 and 3 kids having to pay old men having kids, but I'll take it.
But what it is, once they get our age, John, they will get it too.
If they want to have kids when they're old.
If they're living,
Yeah. I mean,
when they're here.
The system is what the system is.
Yeah. Mr. Vegas says, I would not date any field with a YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm just saying, and that's the same thing. They just don't have YouTube channels. Trust me, you don't want a woman that I had. You don't want a woman that I had or John had. You don't want to come behind us. I'm just being honest with you.
I was gentle.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want that. It's sickening just to think about it. I didn't come all the way over here for that.
Yeah, I was having a hard time getting them to come up. And I was clicking on show.
Yeah. Calvin, for the second time, I just ended with chick with kids, spoiled them, never great full-step children. You're right, Calvin. I don't know.
If you get a woman that has kids, it's dicey. Let's just put it
Tom
that way.
Kelsey says, Calvin talking about degrees of 28 degrees here in Kentucky. Wow.
28 degrees this early?
Yeah. What do you mean? It's November in Kentucky.
28 degrees?
Cal Dedman says, I had over a couple of 100,000 in my savings, so I went for it. In 1 month, I get the 10,000 back. I only needed 800 pension. Yeah. You see, I don't have a pension.
I don't either.
I can't do that.
I don't either.
Even for the military.
Yes.
I don't have it. You got to have a
1,000
or something. Well, he said 800.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I don't have a pension.
I don't have a pension.
So I don't qualify for it.
I don't either.
But if you got it, see, he's got it. Why not?
Yes.
That's what I said. You got it. Why not do it?
You know,
and you can get it back, guys. This is what I'm saying. Okay, you can once things get back to normal, you can cancel that SRRV and just go back to your tourist visa. He said, "Tell John, take a drink for me. I don't drink." Go ahead, John.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Paul.
you, Paul. Paul's
Appreciate
good, man. Been with us.
Yeah, this is what y'all don't understand. You can cancel that SRV. It doesn't mean you have to leave. Once things get back to normal, you can cancel that, get your money back.
I got a feeling it might take you a year to get your money back.
It
but
don't
maybe
matter,
not.
but you can do it. He said, "How do you find a woman?" You will know. You will know. Trust me.
I tell you,
she's going to give up on.
Out of the 7 I had, none of them had needed a foreigner.
No. He's saying, how would you know? Because you got to realize there's so few foreigners that really come over here, guys, and get involved with these women. Remember, the Philippines it's just not Thailand, guys. There's not 40 million people coming over here, stumbling over themselves.
My 43-year-old neighbor, I said, well, I know about 2,000 guys that say they're coming to the Philippines. Maybe 15 will come. I said, but when they do, I'll introduce you to them.
And you're going to know, guys. I promise you. There's just
word gets around.
Filipinos can't keep a secret. That's a fact. They're going to tell you, and just ask them. Yeah. And you're going to know. You're going to know, man. If she starts performing like a superstar, you know that she's had a trainer. Okay.
But it may not always be a foreigner.
No, because a lot of times over here it's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's what my girlfriend told me. Ronald Pereira says, if you're in a long distance relationship, you should check her Facebook page if she has one. But you got to realize, how many Facebook pages do they have, John? A lot.
And a lot of people forget their passwords and open up another one.
He says, John, you can tell how much John is drunk by the amount of hair that falls on.
I know, it's starting to come down. I'm feeling pretty good right now, Doug. I can't wait till Doug gets over here. I can't wait to meet him. I think we'll have a very good time
Harold
together.
says if it's too loose, she's dated for him. Yeah, I believe it.
I like that, Harold. That's good.
But it's just her mannerisms, and when you take her somewhere, she's not going to be so excited.
She's not going to be shy.
Yeah, and all of that. Trust me, guys, you're going to know.
Is that beer cold or room temperature? Actually, it's cold.
Thanks, Gil Bellamy, for super chat.
I brought a cooler. I got some ice in it.
Yeah. But you don't want that. Trust me. I don't care what she looks like. As nice looking as Jean is, I wouldn't date her. As nice looking as I think Seth's travel vlogs is, I wouldn't date them. They've already had foreigners. I mean, a one night stand.
I'd take my chance.
A one night stand.
I'd take my chance with them.
Here's the everybody's thing. Different. I'm funny about stuff like that.
But here's the thing: if it don't work out, there's 10 more that are willing. So, some nitty gritty here. Thank you, Beach of Life.
Well, he says, Daryl says, if you want to find a woman that's not dated foreigners,
I agree.
Provinces, but you got to realize a lot of the women in the province, they come to the city.
And my wife's very small fishing village has about 300 people. At least two of them have dated foreigners before her. So that's 3 out of 300.
There's just no way to know until you get over here. Trust me, they can't keep a secret. If you stay around the family, they're going to tell on them. Oh, the other foreigner that came over here, you're
Telephone,
nicer.
telegraph, tell a Filipino, or tell a John.
They're going to say stuff like, you're nicer than her ex. They'll say stuff like that. They'll tell you, hey, Papa Kiko, thanks for the super.
Oh, here we go.
Sticker. They're going to say stuff like that. They'll come right out. Look.
Go back to the Golden Eagle. It's good.
The guy that I told you, that told me about, he says, hey, Calvin, you can get $1,000 a month when you get your Social Security, right?
Okay.
His wife, he was dating the first cousin, okay? Sending lots of money over here to her because he's got a lot of money.
Thank you, buddy.
He came over here, and don't you know, his wife right now told him, hey, she's got a Filipino boyfriend over here. All that money you're sending over here, she's giving it to him. And they ended up getting married. They do that, man. That's why I say you don't want to take her too far from where she lives. That way you can vet them. You want a happy Filipino anyway. And she's happy around her friends and family. Hey, Francio Jr., thanks for the super chat. He said, damn, John, it's 11 o'clock, getting your booze on already. He said, how do you manage that?
Well, I don't drink every day. And he said, I'll go home. I'll walk home. 10 minutes from here, I'll go to sleep for a little bit, get up later.
He said, Big D said, it's a lot of truth to this right here. He said, but I'm not going to go with the most. I'll just say a lot of women here are good one night. Yeah.
I was never after a one-nighter when I came out. I just wanted one good woman to settle down my old age. Thank you, Gil. Was that Gil?
Manny Ayala, thanks for the super sticker. Manny. Steve Gill says, hey, guys, I have a Chase bank account, debit card, and credit card in the U.S. Do you know if I can use that debit card in Manila at their branches? I was told you can. You can, but I was told that they're not connected.
I was told that even BDO is not connected from the U.S. to here.
Yeah, I was told
bring cash. This is a cash society. I use my.
Manny gave you another super sticker, John.
Let me get. You guys.
You can use it. You can use it, Steve.
But you're going to pay.
But you got to pay. I would not use. I use one credit card over here. I've got an American Express. I never use. I use it to buy my tickets to come over here. Okay. Hey, that's Jig's sister.
Jig's
my girlfriend's best friend, one of her best friends. And her boyfriend's in jail right now.
Oh God!
So
for drugs.
Okay. Manny Ayala, it's a buddy. That's your buddy. Remember we went to Poway. Her boyfriend is your buddy, and remember
the musician.
The musician.
Okay.
Yes, Tim. And I was shocked but remember, guys, what goes around comes around. Thanks, Manny.
Thank you, Manny.
But let me answer this about Steve first. Steve Gill, he's talking about the debit card.
Okay. The last time I used my credit card here, the fees were outrageous. Now, there's like a 2.5% to 3% in the U.S. and...
That's a super chat.
Okay. Thank you, Doug.
He said, John bases his drinking down on East Coast time.
Yes, I do.
I'm just saying, I only use one, my Capital One card. It's a MasterCard. There's a $500 limit.
Corner Rangers.
I've got a $5,000 limit, American Express, but when I bought the tickets, I paid it off. I don't use that over here because it's hard to find places that accept American Express.
That's
over
number
here.
one. Number two is the last time I used my Visa card, I got charged a 2.5% to 3%. It was actually a 3% fee. Yeah. And then I got charged a fee for using it out of the country. It was outrageous. I shut it off.
Link 1111. He said, Calvin, will you be interviewing any more Providence women for us? No. Because look, guys, I promise you, I was fooled. It's all a money grab, guys. That's all it is. And you don't want that. You might as well just go on the dating site.
But we do that to them. Westerners do that to them.
Yeah, they see it. They see it. They're not going to turn down the money, is what I'm saying. You don't know if the woman's really interested in you because if you send her something, she's going to accept it from anybody. Every woman, I only
if you're starving, you're going to take it?
I said they're not going to take it, turn it down.
Yeah, if you're starving.
But I'm saying, don't be sitting up there like you're so innocent and you don't want it.
Too. I agree with that too.
No, they're not gonna send it to me here. They're gonna. I use my daughter's address at home for my address. John, use your brother's, right?
Yes, I have.
And that's what you want to do, guys. They're gonna send it over here. It would take forever, and then you
might not get it.
You and I are gonna get it. Man, let me tell you something about these post offices over here. I learned a long time ago. You don't send anything valuable through the post office.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, wow. I was wow. And it started with my girlfriend's sister. I was really shocked, man. They fool you, man. That's why I say you cannot see if they can fool you in person, they surely can fool you online. Because she fooled me. I thought for sure this girl was innocent. She was good. She took this man through the ringer, and I'm mad about it, to be honest with you. Hey, K Dallas, thanks for the super sticker.
Oh God, here we go, guys. Thank you very much.
You know,
Mama was not going to be happy with me today.
yeah, Big D said I keep a small balance on my car so I don't cancel them off. Yeah, that's a great idea.
No,
especially during,
I don't agree.
Well, I'm saying especially during the pandemic, a lot of companies were shutting cars down, John.
Don't carry a balance. My God, a 28% interest compounded minutely.
These texts say, how do I see that old stream? It wasn't a stream, it's a video. Just go to my channel and type in something like Sunshine Shoulders interviews with Providence Girl or something. I got rid of one of them because she really, the last one I did.
That turned out ugly.
Well, it's because one of my subscribers, one of you guys
and you
out
blamed
there.
it on me, but it wasn't me,
Well,
it was them.
That's because, you know why? You sent it to me to show me it was.
Well, yeah, because I'm your friend.
But I'm saying, here's the thing, guys. I don't know why y'all do that stupid stuff. He goes behind my back and says, "What? I forgot what he said, but anyway."
I remember he said, I tried to tell Calvin it wasn't true, but he didn't listen. And you went back and looked, you couldn't even find it.
Yeah,
it was all bullshit.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that he told the girl
I know.
I talked about her on that video. I didn't. I never say anybody's names.
I know.
And she got mad at me. I said, okay, I'll erase it. But, you know.
And here's the thing. Filipinos don't give Calvin a hard time. It's always guys in the U.S.
I mean, I couldn't believe this guy. I'm like, man, I did you a favor. I'm just doing what he did was, and this guy was always messaging me on Messenger. And
a good friend.
Yeah. I do a video about I married a Filipino scammer. That's what I said. I said, I'm not going to do any more interviews because every woman I interview, they all came away with some money, got a new motorcycle. He goes back and tells, Calvin made a video about you. Yeah, blah, blah, that.
I know.
And he didn't even realize that John had sent me the email that he sent the girl.
Because after I heard what you said, I said, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, because why would I think he did it, John, when you're sitting there and you're there every weekend?
But I didn't know it.
Manny Ayala, thanks for the super chat. Said, getting you feeling good, John. I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, L.A.
I love L.A. I was out there in 2002.
I've never spent any time in L.A., but I tell you what, I'm going back in March. May I come out and see you, Manny?
Tom Kelsey says, I got a friend that sends a lot of money to his girlfriend over there. I try to tell him she got 3 other men at least.
How much money? I mean, if you send $100 a month, okay. But if you're sending more than that.
Hey, retired 2019, thanks for the super chat. He said, die with zero, enjoy life.
But he says that, but he wants to have 3 kids when he gets there. You better save some money up for him.
Well, he says that he's going to stay in a 5-star hotel, which I don't blame him. If you look, guys, we had a discussion the other day on my live stream, was it yesterday, about the difference between first class and coach. Look, the only people who say, oh, it's no big deal is the ones who've never flown first class. It's a big deal, guys. If I could afford to fly first class everywhere, I would. It's like night and day. It's like you're on a different flight. Okay, and anybody who says it's not, you've never flown first class before. I mean, they really treat you, man, like a king. The food you can eat, there's not a scheduled food. You eat the whole flight. If you stop the lane and say, hey, give me a bowl of cereal, 3 pancakes, and 2 eggs.
Look at the price you got to pay for that.
That's what I'm saying. But it's a different, John.
I've only flown first class once. And I wouldn't pay for it. But
I didn't pay for it.
I didn't either.
If I could afford to, I would, though. On a long flight like this, now going somewhere like Cancun or something, who can't sit in a coach for 3 hours? But you're talking about 12 hours to Japan, then another 4 hours to the Philippines.
I've done it.
I've done it so many times. But every time, but 2.
My first class experience, I got in first class once. It was from Chicago to Cleveland. That's a half-hour flight. When they got me up there, I found out booze was free. It's hard to drink 5 beers in 30 minutes, but I did it. Yeah,
I love the chance. Amen, Calvin. It's true, man. I could not believe it. It was you're in another world. I flew 2 times from Manila to Japan to Detroit, first class. Never coming here. They bumped me up. And, man, I couldn't believe it. They have real plates and forks, and no matter what you want,
instead of 3 peanuts, you get a whole bag.
Yeah, I mean, you get the real deal. So I don't care what it is you want. The menu, they give you a menu, John.
You get choices?
Man, you got all kind of stuff, John. You wouldn't believe it.
I love lechon. We were talking about you earlier. Now, are you with your Filipino in the U.S.? I got the impression you were. Let us know.
I thought she was over here and he was there trying to get back.
Well, and that might be. I might be wrong. I'm not always right.
But I love LA. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I was working for this company. We was working at this. It was either a chemical company or oil refinery in LA. And the guys that I was working with, they flew me out there from Kentucky. They were all Latinos. Man, they took me to some of the best places to eat every single day. Now, these were Latino guys who were born in America. See, you don't see that in Kentucky. You see, Mexican immigrants or illegals where I'm from. You don't meet Latino Americans, and it's the same thing when I went to Texas. I never met them before. Only I was best friends with, actually 2 when I was in the Navy. But one was Puerto Rican and one was actually a Latino. They just not in America, but man, we ate, man. It was just some of the most delicious food, especially those food trucks. And just being in LA, man, just to say, man, I'm from Kentucky. To be out there in LA, it was like a thrill to me. And I didn't go anywhere around, Hollywood Boulevard, none of them places. The Walk of Fame, none of that. Just seeing, just being in LA was a thrill to me, John. Did you go out there before?
I've been in LA in the airport, but never really living there.
Kona Ranger, thanks for the super chat.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you back, Kona. We miss you.
Was in Las Vegas. Miss you guys. Okay, first class is the only way to go. But I'm sorry to say, I'm a coach guy. Yeah, I'm a coach guy too.
I am.
I got bumped up twice, and see, you can't miss what you never had. But I miss it every time I get on the plane, because you usually get on the plane in first class. And you gotta walk all the way to the back. Yeah, and I'm like, damn. Hey, Paul Abrams, thanks for that super chat. He said, my brother, you helping people there. And I support people that help.
He does. He is very generous.
I'm 55 from Dayton, Ohio. I know they struggle. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. I look forward to meeting you when the Philippines opens up. Thanks, Paul Abrams. I really appreciate it. And my oldest sister has a different father than me. Her father was from Dayton, Ohio, and he retired a long time ago from the GM plant. He's deceased now. He would be about 88 if he was still, let's see. My mother was born. He'd be about 90 if he was still living right now, because she's 71.
Where was he?
Dayton, Ohio.
Well, I had a job offer for Bear, which used to be a Chrysler plant there, and I probably should have took it.
I got another good memory about Dayton, Ohio. I don't know if the phrase pavilion is actually in Dayton. I know it's around Dayton. And I've got a friend of mine, a fellow insurance agent. He had bought him and his wife tickets for her birthday to see Boney James and Jonathan. What's Jonathan?
Jonathan?
The left-hand guitar player. Anyway, Praise Pavilion. They ended up going to Washington, D.C. He gave me the tickets. Me and my best friend, we went, man, we were on the second row.
What's that man's name that is from Dayton?
Paul Abrams.
Paul Abrams. Do you know where the Big Butter Jesus is? That's a good one.
Jonathan Butler. It was Boney James. Jonathan Butler opened up for him, man. I'm talking about, it's one of the best concerts I ever went to. We were outside, and Jonathan Butler, his daughters are his background singers, man. They blew it off, man. If Boney James wasn't Boney James, Jonathan Butler would have. This is jazz. This is urban jazz, and it's one of the best concerts I ever been to. So I always get good. And then I worked for a company. Forgot the name of the company. And I had to do my training in Dayton as an insurance agent. So, yeah, I got a lot of memories of Dayton. I know it was like the chocolate city of Ohio at one time.
Dayton?
Yeah, at one time,
didn't-
yeah. Hey, Ronald Bowden said, hello, guys. How y'all doing? I'm enjoying the live stream, Calvin.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Because of you, that's why we're here.
Good morning, Cal and John. Get them thumbs up, guys.
Yes. Where are we at? Can you see it here?
We can't see it here.
Can't
We got
see it
300 people watching.
I hope we get 400 likes.
Okay, now, we were talking about this today. Yes, the food is. Inflation hits the food, but it kind of evens itself out because it doesn't mess with your bicycle rides
or your labor,
rent.
I think food's starting to go back down. We were talking about that, but I got my figures wrong when I was calculating it. Imagine
everything. I buy the same stuff. It goes up every week. Okay, Sunday I bought the Magnum ice cream, which I do all the time for the kids. They like it.
I haven't had it yet.
It's delicious. It was $185. I came back Tuesday. It's $199. It does that on everything, guys. The eggs, stuff like that you buy all the time. Bread, peanut butter was $140.46. I went back the very next day. It was $154.
Now you buy that Filipino peanut butter, right?
Well, I don't know if it's Filipino or not. It's called. It's higher than the Filipino brand. I don't like that. It's too sweet.
Most of them are too sweet.
This is called Lady's Choice.
Okay.
It's got a blue top.
I know which one you mean.
It just tastes like Jiffy or something, but it costs about the same price. But
I think food's starting to go back down a little.
Now remember, you can always go.
We were up to $4.40 or $4.50 for a kilo of pork at one time, but I think it's gone back down.
Yeah, the government stepped in and made them go back down. It's a pandemic, man, and people were gouging prices.
Yes.
But if you want to kind of avoid that and get around it a little bit, go to the market. You can buy what you need. You don't have to buy the pre-packaged stuff.
And I agree. But if you go to the market, it's not sanitized like American food is. I mean, you go to the terminal diner to buy produce, the potatoes have a lot of dirt on them. I mean,
because potatoes come out of the ground, John. They're going to have dirt on them.
I agree, but a lot of Americans think they come all pristine. It's not like that here.
I hate to tell you, John, but potatoes grow out of the ground.
Oh, no, I'm with you. I saw a guy in your last live stream say, I saw them kill a pig in the Philippines and it squealed. Well, guess what? That's what they do when you kill them.
It's just it's a different, like a squeal, though. They know they're going to die.
Well, hell yeah, if you're cutting their throat.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I grew up in West Virginia. I butchered hogs, I butchered chickens. You cut their head off, they'll run around. The chickens. I mean, it's.
But isn't it a different scream than them pigs? Every pig I've seen killed here, to me, it just does something to me, man. I can't. Well, I got to get away from it.
It don't bother me, but.
Well, you grew up doing it, John.
I grew up doing it, yes.
Paul Smith said you ever see the Seinfeld episode. I love Jerry Seinfeld.
I do too.
He said he got bumped up in first class and Elaine remained buried in coke. But I'm going to tell you something. I just got hip to this Jerry Seinfeld, this comedians with coffee, comedians in cars having coffee. Oh, it's good. It's great. It's a great show. It's on Netflix.
Well,
I really enjoy it.
I'm a tight ass. I don't have any of that shit. I get YouTube, that's all.
Yeah, Jonathan Butler. I finally got the cobwebs out of my. It was a great show, man. One of the best I've ever. And it was outside, and some of Dayton's got some beautiful women. And see, I just noticed stuff like that. I'm a man. I'm hardwired to hone in on women, John. I'm sorry. So if you got a problem with that, talk to Jesus. He put that in my head, right, John?
Thank God I'm not hardwired for women.
Eva Pacquiao. Wow, good day, sir. My fiance has been watching your vid since then. By the way, I'm from San Carlos City, but currently in Cebu. Happy Fiesta.
Well, when you get over here, look us up.
Yeah, I said my fiance. Yeah.
Oh,
this is the Pinta Flores. You heard that song they were playing?
Oh God, I gotta say one thing, and this is not being negative on Filipinos. They play that song over and over. I'm sick of it. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't want to go to Cebu doing the
Same
Sunulu
thing.
then.
Same thing.
Senor.
What are they doing
Senor.
here? I heard it on the way to McDonald's today.
Yeah, but that's that Pinta Flores song.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Yeah, it
It's a good
says
song.
Comedians in Cars is good. Also, Kevin Hart's channel on YouTube. And his new car show with the Red Cup Boys is great. Yeah, I was just shocked because I would always see that Jerry Seinfeld, Comedians in
He's
Cars.
good.
And I would keep going past it. I'm going to tell you another good one if you got Netflix, The Challenger, The Last Flight. Oh, man. It's so sad, man. But it goes all the way back to when these guys were chosen. They chose like 36 or 37 people for all of these flights and how they ended up on the flights and, when it blew up and the whole 9 yards, man. It's really, really good, man.
Since they're into the super chats, I would have on my.
Hey, Roger. Good to see you, Roger. Well, let's see. Where's Roger?
Where's Roger?
Here he is. Well, he says, oh, wait.
I had a hard time with that, too. I thought
No,
because I was drunk.
You are. John. But now it's up here. Here it is. I guess you're supposed to say, Vamos, St. Carlos. Happy Fiesta. Yeah. And they're partying here, guys. See, and remember, I did a video, and if you want me to post it, I will. It's called Filipinos love the party. Because guys always ask me, is it boring there? What do they do? No, they got more fiestas.
Birthdays. Birthdays are bigger than Christmas here.
Holidays. Let's see who this is. Paul Abrams, thanks for the super chat. He said, Dayton, Ohio had more GM plants than Detroit.
I believe that.
Which is Delphi. If you like jazz, listen to Marion Meadows. That's my cousin. Yeah, I like Marion Meadows. I remember I was in Atlanta one time. We went to the A train. It was in the underground.
That scared me.
And the A train is a dinner club. And we were eating dinner, right? And then here comes what's the name of not Marion Meadows, but what's another black man, but he plays that saxophone. Well, anyway, he
a black man that was a musician.
Yeah, he comes
narrow
in.
it down some more.
Yeah, he comes in with his band, and they're just eating dinner. So the house band says, "Hey, come on up." Kirk Whalum.
That was good.
Oh my God, man!
Good.
These guys.
Every time I've been anywhere where they say, "Hey, come on up," it's good.
I mean, they gave their instruments to him and his band, and I'll never forget. And this is like 1991,
and that's real.
That's real music, yeah. Kirk Whalum, yeah, it was really nice.
I tell you, on these musicians, the guy at the Holiday Inn playing the piano, those are real musicians.
Roger and Esmeralda, they're home now, John.
That's your buddies.
Tell Esmeralda I'm going to have her on the panel Tuesday then.
Please do, and be honest.
Well, she's going to be honest. She's the only one. She's never been with a foreigner before. She's with a Filipino, and you can tell the answers, guys.
I met Roger and Esmeralda last week. She's a looker.
He said he's sick of George Michael's Careless Whisper playing in taxis. Yeah.
I don't know what that
Careless Whisper,
I'm out of the loop. I worked 2 and 3 jobs for 40 years. I'm out of the loop.
AC King, thanks for the super chat. Say, guys, man. Would your girlfriends consider doing a meet and greet with their lady friends for your subscribers visit?
I'm working on that. If we get 5 guys coming here, we'll have a meet and greet.
Absolutely. Yeah, hell, one. Remember we had a meet and greet with Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience, and when Rock and his wife. Rock
but I missed Rock. I got to meet Pumpkin Joe. Where's he at today?
Well, he said since I don't watch him, and I told him, I said, man, take it personal. Hell, you said he had 15 people on his live stream.
And 13 were from
me. I support him in different ways, guys. I told him, don't take it personal.
You
I
give
said,
him more support than everybody else.
he said,
I gotta say though, I went on Pumpkin Joe's live stream. They treat me like a celebrity. Yes, I am.
Yeah, all 15 of them, right?
Yeah.
And I told him.
But 13 out of the 15 were from Calvin's channel.
But he said his wife said, why do we watch Calvin's channel? He doesn't watch ours. And it kind of hurt me, man. And I'm like, well, hell, I didn't even know you were on, really. But anyway.
I'd like to meet Tito, too. I think he's a good guy.
James Farmer said infamous sex scene song. Yeah, they had a scandal here. That's what they called it here, a scandal. When a sex tape is released, it was called the Careless Whisper scandal, and they played that. Yeah, he's got high quality over that. You know.
Yes.
That's a
wow,
fact.
I'm kind of worried about Calvin. Get these drones.
No, I ain't gonna do all
have
that.
me in a bikini. That's funny. I'm just kidding when I say shit. That's what I tell Calvin. A lot of times when I say something, it's this much truth, that much joke.
Yeah. But when you write something, right, John, you don't know that somebody's joking,
And
right?
I agree. Unless it's coming from me. Because I like to have fun. What's one got to say?
Says, hi, Cal. Where you been? Well, a lot of times Cal will come on here. He won't say nothing. He'll just sit back and watch.
He got mad at you for a while. I'm glad you're back, Kyle. How's everything in Alaska? Probably starting to get cold there.
Well, Thomas King said George Michael is talented. No, he was talented.
I'm sorry,
Thomas King. He's dead.
Is that Wham guy?
Yeah, Wham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talented.
Yeah,
he was
talented. Yeah, he's dead now, and it's a sad case.
Kyle, get Ingram back.
He says, "Hey, Cal, I don't understand how you don't have more thumbs up with almost 300 people watching. Is YouTube not counting all the thumbs up?" No, I don't know. I think I don't know how they do that.
I'll give my opinion.
That's a good question because 44% of my views come from non-subscribers. So I don't know.
But I think 30% of them are other YouTubers here in the Philippines that copy. I'm sorry.
Paul Abrams, thanks for the super chat. Tell John take another drink.
Well, let me get
He's almost done. Here. Stop talking. Taking them damn sips. He said, take drink.
Okay.
If they're going to give you a super chat. Yeah, he's sitting up there.
I got out the Colt 45, 7%. Oh, if I get it around here. I'm starting to get drunk.
He said the thumbs are a little slow because you have to leave the chat to hit the thumb. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
No, you don't. No, I hit the thumb.
Franz Precio Jr., thanks for the super chat. He said, Calvin, there was a Filipino on your panel last Tuesday. She sounds just like a westernized woman.
Which one was that?
Yeah, I shook my head.
Which one was that?
Elena, for real. He said, I guess feminism is slowly creeping up in the PI. No, she was in America, Franz. She was in Missouri. The one that said she didn't need a man. But yeah, you're right. I was kind of shocked. But she went back and, tried to clarify that, but you would never get that type of answer out of a Filipino who's never dated a foreigner before. Certainly one who's never been to America. She's been there since 2004. So you can imagine how much she's changed, but they're always going to make things sweeter than they really are. Once a Filipino, if you talk to John's girlfriend or my girlfriend, it's never going to be as bad as it really is.
Yes.
They're never going to tell the story.
I told Calvin this morning, you'll have a hard time getting a Filipino to really give you the truth.
Well, especially one that's been with a foreigner, John. Esmeralda, she really talks really innocent, and she doesn't know the things that she says get guys excited. She doesn't realize that. She doesn't stop to think like those ladies. Go back and watch that video. Whenever I ask them a question they got to stop and think, and then they say, "Oh, could you repeat that again?" Now you heard what I said. You're trying to make up something in your head.
Well, it might be that, but I think like with my wife especially, I talk to her in English. She has to transfer it to Bisaya, then transfer it back to English to answer you. That's what I think.
Well, maybe your girlfriend does. Them women didn't. They've been in America for years. 3 of them women on that panel, John, they've been in America at least 4 years.
So they don't have to translate.
No.
I see her on here again.
It says meow, Filipino Raquel. Well, she got a nice looking profile picture.
Oh, yes, she does.
Is that real or is that filtered?
No,
or what is that?
I think it's real. Now, if I remember right, she had a Danish boyfriend that gave her 2 kids and skipped out on her.
Now Paul
Abrams,
Abrams, she's giving a mega love shout out, John. Wow.
Go for it.
Woo-hoo.
Don't discount single mothers.
I
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You've had a single mother over here, John.
I've had more than one. Yeah. More than one.
Cliff and Ruth is yeah, Cliff. That even John told me that segment on you and your wife.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was hilarious,
man.
That was hilarious. I don't think you realize how funny that was. If you'd have saw Ruth's expression, man, go back and watch that. Oh my God.
Remember, Cliff,
it's funny.
When I say shit, that much truth, that much joking, you got busted.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It was funny.
I loved it.
It's just,
I'd like to meet Cliff.
See, her expression was of an innocent Filipino. It's like,
you gave me money.
Yeah, you know you gave me what,
I
you ain't gonna lie.
I loved it. Now I tell you what, Cliff, you got a good looking woman.
Joe B says, I'm a beer drinker, John. We can still hit the town. Yeah.
Joe B's been with us a long time, a good friend of mine. Fun. But everything closes up here at 9 o'clock. We'll have to go to my place and continue. Who's that? Hell, he got a truck that costs more than your house.
Exactly. Well, don't be shocked, man. People over here is balling.
I got to say one thing. Since I've been driving, I see these little short Filipinos. They get these big SUVs and trucks. They can't control them. It's funnier than hell to me.
Yeah, but you don't want to talk that loud over here, John. You're going to have the damn 2-man tandem coming over here.
I'm surprised I haven't got a bowl on the back of the head. It happens.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Tack Cromwell says, I wouldn't date any woman to date a foreigner. Just my opinion. That's my opinion, too. I wouldn't do it. I don't come over here for all of that. Okay, John, have you ever tried the tuba, she says?
Yes. Now, here's the deal with the coconut wine. I like it. A lot of times I get it tastes like vinegar, but it gives me the shits. I don't like having the shits, so I don't drink it.
Yeah. Did he like Sapaway, by the way? Because once I get settled in, because I heard that Sapaway, the land over there is pretty cheap.
Now, you're talking about the island right off the coast?
Yeah.
Sapaway is excellent. My God, the water is crystal clear.
I'd like to get a place over there. Just a small little place where we could go for the weekend.
It's great.
Hey, Buck, what's going on?
Buck is here.
Take a shot for me.
Buck, I will, without even giving any money.
You just got out. Yeah, it's 11:30. Buck got off on the second job.
Washing dishes.
Yeah, he washed this Coke at the Continental Inn. 6 and Broadway. Jackson.
Rent the rooms by the hour.
Yeah.
Clean sheets not included.
Yeah.
We just give you shit, Buck. We love you.
Well, they change the sheets once a week.
Whether they need them or not.
Water. There's equality of the sexes. When you take equality of the risk and do equality of the work for the equality of the results.
Oh. China says shit sometimes I don't understand.
Now you're gonna make him mad. You're gonna make him mad.
No, I appreciate.
Then he's gonna come back.
I appreciate
with the layman's terms.
Well, good.
And hit you over the head with it. Yeah, no tell motel. Yeah.
You don't want to tell.
I tell you what. And then I went to I went to Destin, Florida. Well, on this damn Motel 6 looked so good on the YouTube. I mean, on the screen, right? Made the reservation. Man, I got there. It was a flea bag motel, man.
Towels,
I was so mad.
Towels that thick?
I mean, it was bad. It was in bad shape, to be honest with you. Everybody said hello, Buck.
But
Buck's got two. But Buck's got two. See, he's got two.
He's a legend.
Profiles. One is James Lyons, and the other one's Buck. Yeah, Cal Shawn is good more to the guy that hasn't been here. Sorry, it doesn't apply to me. I'm here to validate or reiterate what has been spoken. Well, it's okay to disagree when you live it. Yeah.
That's fine. But look at Cal Desmond's picture. It will justify what I say. There's hope for all of us. Look at his panache. She's gorgeous.
Yes, Cliff from Rue says, I know her facial expressions make our channel. Thanks, John and Calvin. I will be there to hang out with you guys.
I hope so.
Yeah, her facial expression on that one, it was hilarious, man.
I love the
She knew you had sent her money. And you said, no, I didn't send her nothing. And she was like, huh?
How much tampo did you get over that?
And then Cliff tried to clean it up. He said, yeah, once we got established. He said, no, once we got established. Yeah, really? And then she hit him over the head again with it. Said, well, he didn't touch me until after the wedding.
And I'm Cliff, like, wow. We're just playing with you.
She's giving a nitty gritty on you, Cliff. It. Oh, man, I hate to say it. Well, it's a fiesta, so they're not open today. And, of course, they don't work on Saturday and Sunday, so it'll be another week. It's actually been over a month.
But he's only 1 month. My caretaker waited 3.5
1 month so far.
So far, yes.
Because
we'll see how it goes.
You got to expect the unexpected over here. If you don't, you're going to get angry. I should be mad, but I'm not.
No, don't be.
I've been here long enough to know you can't get mad about stuff like that over here. Patience is not even the word you got to, the virtue, it's not even a virtue over here, man. You have to have it. It goes beyond patience over here.
Calvin has helped me so much when he told me, we're retired. It doesn't matter. We have nothing else to do. I tell myself that like 3 times a week here.
He said at Sunshine Shoulders, he said, is Yo Young's hotel still open up in St. Carlos? Is it in St. Carlos?
Might be.
Know. Okay, John, Iskandari television.
Oh, God.
What's up, Iskandari? That's Vic. That's Vic, my buddy up in, he's a baller, by the way. That's his app I've got on my TV right now. He sent it to me free of charge.
That Fire Stick?
Oh, man. It's got everything on it. How many channels is that, Iskandari? Thanks for the super chat, by the way. He said, good morning, guys. I will be in Manila this week cutting hair and business networking. John, get your sip on. Yeah, and I forgot he's a barber, too. So if any brothers come over here and need a barber, look him up. That's why I'm bald right now. I got the Filipino haircut in Dumaguete. And it cost me everything. Okay, see, didn't I tell you what China was going to do? He said feminism wants equality. So they have to bear their own burdens like the man is to bear his own burden. Absolutely. I agree with that.
If you want equality, fine. Don't come to me wanting you want me to finance it.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever got.
Elo City, Cal, is on a whole other level than St. Carlos City. It's not even a comparison.
I've never been there. Elo City. Oh, back to the infrastructure.
Well, Elo City is like an urban city. It's like it's on Expat Alley. You could go straight from the States to Elo and don't miss a beat.
If it works for Kyle, good for you.
I've been to Elo many times. I mean, I've stayed in Miagal. Elo is a, man, I'm going to tell you, it's in my top 5, by the way. A couple of blocks from the port. I've never seen it, Michael. Yo Young's.
I never heard of it, but there's many hotels here.
Wow, this is crazy.
I don't know.
He said I got 3,000 channels. I didn't know that. Wow. I know it's a lot
Fire Stick?
on that. Well, he's got his special app too.
That's a lot of channels.
It's in there. I can watch live NBA, MLB, NFL. He hooked me up, man.
But let's be honest. When you were growing up, how many channels did you have? 3?
2 at first, then 3.
I grew up with 2 at first, then 3. 3,000 channels and nothing on.
Jeremiah Howe says, you boys been to Montana. I rode through there. Well, is it Montana? Yeah, I rode through there on the way to Wyoming. Am I correct? I think we flew into, I forgot, we went to Sinclair. It was the name of the oil refinery, but it was in some part of Wyoming. And I want to say we rode through Montana, but I could be wrong.
I've never been there.
Hey, don't make me roll after of it. Since the Sunshine Shoulders, you have to take it one day at a time. You have to roll after of it. Roll after of it. Roll after it with the punches. Yeah, that's what works over here. I've learned that. Don't make me roll after of it.
If not, you'll just get pissed off.
I wasn't like that at first. I was like all the other new guys, arguing with people. I was impatient. And then I forgot, some guy said, man, you're not going to change the Philippines. You either better calm down or you better go home.
Do not argue with immigrations.
Trust
me on that one. I argue with others. But
Robert Dame says, the buck stops here. He said, good to see you, man. He said, Buck, your trailer's bigger than his. He got a 14 by 54. I think Buck's got a 16 by 80.
But Robert's in Arizona, if I remember right.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, I think Buck is still paying on his. He got one of them, he ain't. Buck's too cheap. He ain't going to buy nothing.
Well, I like Buck. I can't wait to meet Buck.
But he's in there and says, John, you're drunk. Take it easy with the liquor.
I am drunk. You're right. Oh, well.
We got about 14 minutes left, guys.
So I'll be okay.
Yeah. Uh-oh, she says, meow.
Why she keeps saying that? But I like cats.
Well,
And I tell you what, she's not a bad looking woman.
Yeah, if that's what you want. If it's what you're looking for, good. I think a woman's body goes a long way too, John.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care how good you look. You look like a damn stick. I don't want you. Hey, our friends or family will tell you, yeah, when you meet them, absolutely. And Lynn knows that's the truth. That's why I stick around them.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Cal, he says, Cal Devlin says, hey, Cal and John, when everything calms down, I will have you guys and family over for a pool party. Yeah.
I'm glad you're not mad at us no more.
John, okay. Let's quit while we're ahead.
Okay, I agree. He's got a pool and everything.
Yeah. Oh, he sent me a picture of his house. It makes my house look like a squatter's area.
You got a nice
but that's okay.
House.
Robert says, Buck, I like it. I like it. You keeping it real, man. All men aren't equal. Filipinos and trailer park Americans. How's that fair? I got you, man.
Robert's a good guy.
Ty says, nothing wrong with being a little drunk. Just don't drive. Now, John don't drive.
Walk or get on a pedicab. Tricycle.
John's only got like 2,000 miles on his car.
After 6 months.
Daryl said, now I can honestly tell you that, well, your wife hasn't been in America long enough, but she still sounds Filipino, Daryl. But yeah, you're right. She sounded Americanized and but she's got a nice channel, guys. And I told her, I emailed her afterwards and thanked her for being on the show. I said, if you talk the way that you talk on my channel, you're going to get more viewers. I'd like for y'all to go over there and, check her out at least. I told her, I said, I'll send people your way. It's up to you to keep them. But she did say a lot of stuff, though.
I tell you what, I enjoyed Daryl and his wife on the channel.
Yeah,
I like the panel.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Now she did say that Filipinos were raised to be submissive to their husband. She did say that.
The Filipinos, I showed Calvin a picture this morning, my first girlfriend here. She thinks she's the ugliest woman in the Philippines. And what do you think? Really? Just be honest.
Yeah. Of course, she's beautiful. But you have to understand, John, no one tells them they're beautiful.
No, they
Until
always
we
tell
get
them
over
they're
here.
ugly.
See,
You're the ugliest woman I ever met.
We change them in a lot of ways. We just don't change their lives.
But some is
we change
positive.
them with a lot of stuff by telling them how beautiful they are. Next thing you know, their head get all big. Big decent calendar. You're going to have John to decorate your new house. If you do wait till the afternoon, he'll do a better job.
I love it. I'll decorate it. That's funny, Miss Big D.
See, Easy Go said, you better hope John is aiming straight in the sea. He goes outside like the Filipino does.
I grew up in the hills of West Virginia. We never went inside to pee.
Mr. Vegas said, I disagree with a lot of Elaine's comments, but I thought she was being more honest than Jean.
I thought so too.
Yeah, well, see, John was like me. I was disappointed in Jean. I couldn't believe it.
Very disappointed.
Jean's got a good heart, but man, she was
and she's nice
trying to
looking.
be somebody that she wasn't on this channel. I'm
well,
like, wow.
When Calvin asked her, how many guys hit on you? Oh, they're just kidding. Wrong.
Yeah, I was really shocked.
Wrong. Be honest.
But the thing is, it's all about saving face. So
what's that saving face?
Well,
it's
no, I'm just
truth.
saying with the way that they present themselves now. When before they meet foreigners and they become westernized, because you can get westernized without going to America.
I agree with that.
We can westernize.
I agree with that. My wife is westernized to a certain degree.
But they all are. When you start hearing them talk a certain way and talking about how things used to be, and
a friend of yours and mine, his wife met my wife, and my wife said, "Hey, you want to come to my place and have something to eat or coffee?" We couldn't do that before we met the foreigners. And they laughed about it.
But see, the nitty gritty is this. I'm like Shaq when Shaq told his kids, "We ain't rich. I'm rich." And see,
I'm not rich.
A real Filipino will know that. See, but when you get them, when you start westernizing them, when they become westernized, they think that we're rich. No, I'm rich.
Well, I got to be honest. Compared to the normal Filipino, both of us are very rich.
That's not what I'm saying, John. That's not what I'm saying. It's your money. It's not hers.
Yeah. John, do you deliver in your Christmas list? Yes, send it. Send it.
Shaq said to his kids, "We're not rich. I'm rich."
Yeah, well.
Mark Richard. Well, you know, it's not so much now, maybe, but
no, I agree.
We changed them. But can you imagine the thirst that she gets on her channel, John?
Oh, God.
She probably thinks she can walk on air now because it's because of us, not her. When you got 1,000 men, you know.
She didn't know it. We made her think that.
She even said it on her channel. She says, "I don't need him now because I got a lot of generous supporters on my channel." And, you know, when you start doing that, you know, you're never going to go back to being the same again. I'm sorry, guys.
We made her like that.
Of course.
Not her fault.
I know. This is true. Yeah, I know for a fact. It ain't. It wasn't no 30 days. I'm sorry. That's not in the mix. I'm sorry. And I'm glad you brought that up. And it's just not true, guys.
Well, what's not true?
He said Jean said she waited a month to sleep with Gio in the past video.
Well, it might be true because
no, she said it was on the first date.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. My good province girl, I waited.
Now go on and lie, John, because I know what you told me before.
No, I was talking about other ones. No, I had to court her, ask her family for permission, the whole shit.
When? Who?
Janessa.
Yeah, but you told me that it was a week.
No, it's longer than that.
Well, I'm
It
just
was
telling you
longer
what
than
you
that.
told me.
No, it was longer than that.
So maybe, you know. So
I
how
don't
long was
remember.
it?
It was a long time.
Yeah, what's a long time?
Well, more than one the first time.
No, I mean, well, what's a long time, John? So the guys can get an idea if they run into somebody.
It was
like
more
that.
than a week. I'll tell you that. It was a long time. A couple weeks anyway. Maybe 3, maybe 4.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
remember.
you got a lot more patience than me. I've never went through the first day, guys. I'm just letting you know.
And
To be honest with you, I'm giving you the nitty gritty.
I'll give
It's the first night.
And I'll
with
give
me.
you near the gritty out of 7. Only 1 was a long time.
Okay, then. So,
Yeah. Only 1
so
was
on
a long
average, it's what? The first
time.
night.
1.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what we're trying to get out
But
of
to
you,
me, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or
No, it matters
a
to
month.
me. I'm
It
not
don't
going
to
to wait.
me
I'm sorry.
because I'm after one good woman.
Yeah, well, I'm not waiting all that time. I'm sorry.
Well,
And we're different. You know?
yeah. We're all different. We all have our own tastes. Is that a super chat?
Yeah, Will Rose, thanks for the super
Thank you,
sticker.
Will.
A Dodger Blue. Wait, I'm sorry. Now, see, she's laughing, John.
Who's that?
The girl, the Filipina.
Oh, was it American Week or Filipino Week? It was a long time. I mean, it was not.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
But, you know, see, they got the windows open in here. Which I don't care. China's older Vulcan said, Filipina, stay on the board. It's not for reality when a bishop doesn't help the other bishop. Walk the street diagonally.
What? China, we love you. You've been a supporter for a long time, but you say shit I don't understand. I'm sorry. I love you.
Hey, Bruce Davis said, John want me to buy you a 12-pack of Red Horse. Do they sell 12 packs? How do they sell? They sell it individually or 6 in the big case.
And that I've never went to the distributor to see what the price difference is. And somebody asked me about the price of beer. A liter costs you like $2.40.
Okay, Evil Pacquiao, be honest. What you're laughing at? Are you saying that you made your fiance wait? Whatever.
But my girlfriend, my wife, I was her first boyfriend.
Yeah, Big D. See? Now you read that, John.
Mostly of the time when you're going to meet a Filipina, she will greet you with open arms and open legs. Well, I'll tell you what, out of 7, 6 yes. 1, no. But that doesn't matter to me. It could be the first, or it just depends on the person.
See, Sky is telling the truth right here. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she learned a lot from her boyfriend, Gio. She learned a lot from him. And one of them is how to play us. And she plays that game. And I don't knock her. You know, if that's what, you know.
I don't knock her. You have to
do what you can get away with. Yeah.
To survive.
It's not a crime what she's doing.
Look at some of her videos
But
where
I
she
tell
came
you
from.
what, you know, if you think you're going to tap that, you're dreaming.
There are many more receptive here. He's a good guy. He's been with us a long time.
She said, Calvin, any particular reason you would not wait? I just wouldn't wait. I mean, I come 8,000 miles. That's the unspoken agreement. I'm sure most guys have to wait in the U.S. Did you encounter resistance when asking? No. I mean, trust me, guys, it wasn't me pushing the end valve. It was just something. Look, when I met my son's wife, this is what she told me. I mean, it was one of the best nights I ever had. And I got up the next morning. I was like, what's that all about? She said, well, she told me to do everything that you said. She already knew, guys. I didn't have to ask.
There is truth to what Calvin says because a lot of Filipinos say, we know what Western men want. And we do it. And we do it.
What? If you don't do it,
somebody else will. He's right.
Guys, y'all, you know, the reason I say you're the prize, and it's the truth.
Very
few men come over here, guys. Don't think that this place you're going to be stumbling over people over here.
He's
For
right.
the amount of women that's available here and the amount of men that get over here, man, you're like you're a diamond, man. You know, and I
hitting the lottery
for them.
Yes,
it is. and the odds are like that too.
I agree.
Retired 2019, thanks for the super chat. He said, John, how much money do I need if I want 3 kids?
Well, I tell you what, you want to make sure you take care of them after you're gone because you're like the same age as me. Take care of your kids if you have them here. He said he wants 3 kids here. I showed my wife that, and she said, he's a good man. They want kids here. Take care of them.
But this is a fact what Maxima said. And she's smart with that, guys. Look, she's using what she's got. I don't knock her. I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying I was disappointed with her answers.
But
I could tell that she was saving face and trying to be something else. I don't knock her. I like Jean.
I did too, but I'll still throw darts.
He said Jean has to keep his men thinking they have a chance with her to keep the money train coming. Doing the live streams off from Western Union. Jean has to keep flirting and stay apparently single.
But
absolutely.
But
and she's smart to do that.
But
it's like a celebrity.
But I'd rather be honest. That's me.
You know, and knowing Filipinos the way that I've gotten to know them, she probably still loves Gio. I would not come behind. That's why I'm telling you guys.
Even if he does have these hands. So, yeah, I agree.
Well, what I'm saying is, that's why I wouldn't come down for him. If Filipinos love hard, if they fall in love with you, how many times did she say how in love she was with him?
I know.
It's not just that. It's hard for them to move on.
I feel bad for her on that point.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you she still got feelings for him.
Yes.
Marty Flavor says, still better to send money to girls you never met. Well, this is a hater, this guy is.
Well, I still agree, though. Don't send money to women you never met. I agree.
I'm not trying to tell you how good looking you are and to sleep with you, You're not getting anything from them. You're getting entertainment from us at least. But we don't ask you for nothing.
It's free.
Well, it's not a good one. People, it's a whole different. No, it's a whole different story. See, he says a good one. Well, when it comes to YouTube, you have supporters. Some people.
YT, find me a good one.
No, he says a good one. From what he said, if you don't send women you never met money, don't send men. It was like a knock at us, John. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah. And these guys go back and forth.
You knock me all you want. I don't care.
That's what me either.
I mean,
Jay says, Goin can be honest and broke or lie and have money. Yeah. Gene.
I'd rather be honest. That's me.
That's you, though, John.
Yeah, I know. That's me.
Bruce Davis says, oh, okay, yeah, Cliff and Rue.
Yeah, that was good.
He said, did you hear why Rue said she wouldn't meet me in Manila at first because she knew the expectation? Yeah.
There's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that.
Well, it is, but see, here's the thing, though. I'm not going to marry a woman first. I'm telling you, you're a good one, Cliff. I wouldn't do that. That's she's asking you to make the ultimate sacrifice to say, I'm sorry. We can agree to disagree. But there's nothing wrong with that. Your gamble worked out, as you can see.
He got lucky.
Yeah.
And so did she.
Well, he didn't really get lucky.
But
he didn't get unlucky.
I agree with that, too.
But I'm saying I wouldn't. That's going a little bit too far for me. John, what you say? What did you mean by that, John? John, Geo hands are flipped. What's that mean?
Watch him a little bit. Watch him a little bit. I quit. I couldn't take it.
Buck said, Cliff, you were going to get her. Yeah. But I'm not. I can't. That's asking me to go too far. That's asking too much right there.
I tell you what, Cliff and Rue seem to be very happy with each other. Cliff, you did good.
I like, I respect guys like Gio. I've never met him in person, but I respect him. I respect all these YouTubers, guys. Y'all think it's easy. It's not. Try it and see how easy it is.
I won't
try it. Those guys give a lot of good information, really. It's like a smorgasbord. You take a little bit from each of them, and then what you don't, you leave the rest. But if you think that what those guys are doing is easy, it's not.
I agree.
It is.
We're having fun.
You know, he appeals to a certain viewer. It's a popularity contest. It's really whoever you can relate to. That's why a lot of guys like you, John, because they can relate to you. They can't relate to me. I don't drink. I don't smoke. You know. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna buy a car like that. Sight unseen. That's
Well, Jay,
but like I said, he came out on the right side. He won out because that was a gamble there.
It's always a gamble, but I agree with Jay. Don't buy the cow unless you can taste the milk first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I agree.
She said, you're not gonna touch me until after we get married. That's asking a lot. And I gotta come over here.
That's asking
all the way over here.
That's asking a lot.
Oh my God.
No super chats. I just have to drink.
Yeah, I've never had a problem, and I've never pressed the issue, guys. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It's an unspoken agreement. They already know. If you come over here 8,000 miles, man, don't be stupid.
Quite a few will offer up on the first night, but to me, that's not good or bad.
It's not good or bad. It's the expectation, though, John. It's the unspoken agreement. Why would you go through all of that and then for what?
Oh, I agree.
I mean,
it don't matter.
That's the Western thinking because we think of sex like it's bad. Sex is not bad. Sex is as natural as breathing. I'm sorry, guys.
I agree.
If
I like to breathe.
If you're an adult and you still think, that's from that old crazy extremist religious teaching.
I agree.
Sex is not bad.
I don't care if the woman that I met
they were all
had sex with me the first night or the 30th night.
It's
I like her, I like her.
Guys. Y'all gotta outgrow that, man. We're grown adults.
I agree.
If you're with another grown adult, a woman, and she is consensual about it and wants to have sex, why should you feel bad about that? And there's a connection there, a spark. Yeah. It don't, the fire don't start without the spark.
Oh, I agree with that.
We don't just go to the hotel and all of a sudden we mixing it up, tumbling around. Wait, no, you can't do it like that.
Somebody else?
I mean, who are you trying to get? Tell
Doug
me.
Carr. He's a good man.
I know, but I'm just saying you can't touch the screen, John.
Oh, well,
it's
hell,
the clicker.
I don't know. I'm drunk.
It's the clicker. Okay, it's Scott. Absolutely not. And I'm glad he has a good channel. I just don't relate to him like I do to Johnny and Calvin. And that's all it is.
Appreciate you, Doug.
And that's
He's
all
a good man.
It is. And that's why I tell other YouTubers, don't look at them numbers. You're going to attract the people you're going to attract. Okay. And that's all you can do. You handle the things you can control. You can't control who's going to watch you, who's going to follow you, who's going to relate.
Who's going to like you.
Right. All you can control is your content. Okay. And that's what it's like. And this is a fact.
I agree.
She learned a lot from him,
I agree, Mark.
And she's taken what she did and she ran with it. And she's
There's
doing a damn good
that.
job, man.
If you like bikinis.
She knows what men like. All of them do, whether they got a channel or not. But when you start talking about sex, man, don't talk about it like it's a bad thing.
It's
being
not
nasty.
Bad.
It's not. How did you get here? What did your father run a magic wand and pointed at your mother? No.
That's right.
And that's that's a fact, guys. And if you come over here and see Filipinos, they're so natural, they're not going to look at it like that. If you come over here with one of them, I want one of them Mara Clara types, or what they call them, Helen Reddy types.
Helen Reddy?
Well, what is it about Helen Reddy? People say that.
I know.
They said, I don't want a Helen Reddy type woman. What's that mean? I don't get it. I don't get that. Yeah. Philip, she said, Jiggy is good with the right person. That's right. If you got to connect, there's nothing wrong with that. does it mean you got to be responsible? Yeah, be responsible so you can stay alive, and if you have children, take care of the children, all that.
Well,
but two consenting adults, what they do is nobody's business.
Well, what she related on your last live stream was that she had a guy from Denmark, gave her 2 kids, then left.
Remember, it wasn't one, it was 2.
2. Not all foreigners are good.
And not all everybody is good, Sean. You know
I agree.
But if you got the connection, if there's a spark, why not let the fire? Why not,
But don't have kids
unless you're gonna take care of them. That's natural. How'd you get her, John?
I don't know. My parents never had sex. I don't know how we got. I think I'm immaculate conception.
That's the thing that you get, and you carry these kind of beliefs on, because you can't imagine your mother and father together, right?
God, no.
So you say, "Oh well, that's nasty," and Jesus is watching; He's going to get us. No, it's natural, guys.
Yes,
You're hardwired for that.
Yes, it is.
And she knows it, and if you get a Filipino that's in her right state of mind that hasn't been corrupted, she's gonna know it too. She's gonna tell you that. It's no big deal. Yeah, Big D said, Calvin, I like the channel a lot because you can say pretty much anything within reason. Yeah, we got an adult channel. We're not gonna let people disrespect Filipinos and their culture on my channel. I agree with that. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, we're adults, guys. We can talk about this stuff. Don't be afraid to ask those type of questions. But this whole one night stand stuff, it came with this feminism movement and the religious movement. Man, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, so somebody tell me what's the amount of time you're supposed to wait? What is the timeline, John?
I don't know.
Me either.
What is it?
What is it?
I don't know.
But they'll tell you one night is too soon. Well, what is the time?
I don't agree
How long
with
am
that.
I supposed to wait?
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, how long am I supposed to wait, John? They won't tell you. What, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months?
I don't
know. That's the crazy stuff over in America. Then by that time, you 25,000 in the hole already. Bill Ellis said 7 days. Oh my God. Beach Texas said, who is John dating? What's his life like? John's got a beautiful young lady. You met your wife when she was how old, John?
She was 26.
How old
I was 59 or 60 at the time.
Yeah.
I was her first boyfriend. We'll leave it at that. She's a good woman.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. Can you imagine? They was probably outside, John, the way they living up in them damn mountains.
I don't know. I can't imagine them ever having kids.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They get that stuff in your mind.
I know.
Oh, it's nasty.
I know.
Believe it or not. I think it's beautiful, man. I think sex
do too, really.
is beautiful, especially between two consenting adults.
And most people
you got
do.
That spark.
And
I'm not saying going out, raping nobody, disrespecting anybody or anything like that. But, man, when it's right, it's right. What is afternoon delight?
Firecrackers.
Mama always said when it's right, it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night?
Here's one thing. I was 59. My wife 26. Hey. I mean, what a life.
Yeah, man. I just don't, I don't buy that stuff. Yeah, right, Paul. He said, can't believe older men need approval about appropriate time to get laid.
The only person that needs approval is you.
It's different over here, guys. It's not the same over there. They don't look at it like that. Trust me, there's things that they already know in their mind. They know if she's already said, I'm going to date a foreigner. If she's put herself out, then she's already entered into the unspoken agreement. All right. And anybody comes over, if you don't believe it, if you want to fall for that stuff and, you got to get married first, I got to throw you back in. I'm sorry. You're going back in. I don't mean that. Big D said, if she's ugly, wait till it gets dark. That's how long you have to wait. Well,
even the ugly women here look good. Sorry, it's how it is.
Mm. Yeah. Chubby Man Bear Review says, I never waited. I don't see the point of waiting, man. You can cut through the bullshit, man. Really what it is.
I'm going to pee on
okay.
Calvin's neighbor's bushes.
Yeah, come on back, John. We got 15 minutes left.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to cut through the red tape, guys. Yeah, you still need a consent. That's what I mean. How many times do I have to say it, man? When you got two consenting adults, Quiet Storm. We're not talking about taking advantage of anybody. We're not talking about raping anybody. But more than likely, if she meets you at the airport, that's your consent. Okay? It's just how it is. I mean, and then these women look so good, man. You're not going to want to wait. I think John is full of crap, to be honest with you. Yeah, you're full of crap, John. You ain't waiting no damn 2 or 3 weeks. I know you, John. I've come to know you. You think he's a chick's boy. He thinks he's God-gifted woman. He knows he good and well ain't going to wait no damn 3 weeks. I'll call him on his bullshit. That's bullshit, John. Yeah, that's bullshit, John. I'm calling you on your bullshit. You didn't wait no 3 weeks to be with your boy.
Okay, Calvin's calling bullshit, but tell them about the last Friday that we met at McDonald's, the 21-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Be honest. Be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I know. That's why I know that you didn't wait 3 weeks.
Well, I might not. I don't remember. It was a while.
You do remember.
It was more than one day. I don't remember.
Yeah. 2 days, probably.
Hell, that's been 2.5 years ago.
Probably because of the red flag. That's probably the only reason you waited a damn week.
The women will want you.
Yeah.
Erling
Dobb, thanks for the super chase. Another excellent informative video. Thank you. I give guys a 360. Because some guy says, "Oh, you scaring me from coming over?" No, I got to give you the 360. I'm not just going to give you one side.
To come here.
I'm not going to give you one side like a lot of these channels.
Where they're playing on the beach.
They're going to fluff it up, make it look like, oh, I can't lose. I'm going to give you the 360. But I'm going to tell you, you make arrangements to meet a woman over and she's coming to the airport. Yes, it's going to, it's on and popping, like the young guys say.
But let me tell you, I came over here. A woman met me at the airport. I had a great time. You saw the picture.
Yeah. We're definitely going to have a meet and greet here. More than one.
I agree.
He said, Calvin, hope one day when boys open, you will have to organize a meet and greet. We're going to have more than one.
I would love to do that.
Yeah. Plus, you got to realize my house over there. We'll have it over there.
Party at Calvin's house.
Goddamn, said John. Tell John to shut the hell up. Loose lips sink ships. Damn, John. What did you say, John?
I don't know, but if the ship sink, so be it.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not down on you, Cliff. I really like. I think that. It's a lot of these couple shows out there. I just think y'all shows a little different because of your wife. She makes it different. It's not like a lot of the other ones where you got the woman over and she's afraid to say something. There's no interaction like me and John. It's just too many of them. It's too crowded. Yeah, I think y'all offer a little something different. And I see your channel growing and getting to where you're trying to get it. It's getting close, guys. We need to go over there and support them. Subscribe to the channel. Hell, it's free, guys.
I have not watched Cliff and Rue. I will.
I have. I watch them all the time and I go on there. Big D said she brings a sister cousin to meet you. That's a blocker. You're not going to get anything. Yeah. And they do that on purpose.
No, that's not true because when I came here, her mother came to meet us. That's what she's saying. Still no problem.
If you watch my video, the games that Filipinos play, that's one of the things they'll do. They'll bring a whole van load of people to meet you.
That don't mean nothing as far as that goes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game they play, though, John. It doesn't mean, I'm just saying.
But here was the thing. When I met my first one here, her mother, met me at the airport. The mother said, carry his bags. I said, I'll carry my own. You're all right.
Because the guy the American that I met, okay, he makes fun of his weight. You know, he looks a lot younger than he is, but he says he had been flying for 24 hours. He was sweating and everything, but he saw his beautiful young Filipino. She came up to him immediately at the airport, wrapped his arm around her around his waist, and started wiping the sweat off his face. See, that's normally what you're going to get, guys.
When I go home today, I'll get wiped down.
Hey, thanks, Mark Richard, for the super chat. Said, what's the difference between
I
a
get
dog
right.
and a fox at last call at the bar? About 5 drinks. You know,
I'll get a drink here. I'm going to start a beer.
Cal Deadman says, shut the hell up. He wants to fight you, John. We're going to have a boxing match between you and John.
Well, I'll tell you what.
On live when it's open. Because I'm going to get some 16-ounce gloves, the big ones, so y'all won't hurt each other.
Kyle doesn't like me. Kyle doesn't like me. I don't know why. Hell, I'm a good guy.
Okay, Quiet Storm. She said, you see this clip in Rouge, I subscribed earlier tonight, the clip from Rouge channel. I think they got a lot of potential. I'm not just saying that. You know.
I like Cliff. I like Rue.
They're like an odd couple, like me and John, really.
I loved it when they were getting into it for the money.
That money was hilarious, man.
I laughed so hard.
I tell you, man,
that was the best part of the panel.
I need to make a vlog on that.
No,
it was hilarious to me.
Good.
Yeah, Starland Vocal Group. Her reaction, her expression on her face was worth it all.
Oh, that was great. I love the panel. You said the last one wasn't that good. I still enjoyed it. I love it.
Rough Woman said Calvin was funny, fly all the way over here and wait. Yeah, Calvin said, oh my God. Yeah, I'm not waiting. I'm sorry, man. And I'm not disrespecting anybody either.
Me either, but when I was coming over here, I said to the woman I was coming up, you know, I'm not going to wait. She goes, that's okay. I understand.
Yeah. Then they be like, don't stop.
No, I didn't
Don't stop. That's what they do.
Oh, don't stop. Don't stop.
That's how it ends up, you know. And then it's like, they're so mature, man. It's like,
it's not a big deal to them.
No big deal, man. You know, unless you make a big deal out of it, you don't want to make the woman feel like crap, you know, like she's cheap or something. You know, you treat them like queens, man, you know, after something like that, guys.
Moochie T said, John, you're
all right. No, he said, you're all right. He said, you balance her. He said, John, you're all right. We like you. You balance some of Kevin's opinions.
And I try to just give my opinions. Calvin's opinions were not always the same, but we're close. If you listen to Calvin 100%, you'll be okay here. You listen to me, you might be okay.
Yes, he said sexy lady, sexy night. Yeah, I wouldn't, man, you know. It's one of the things that I don't miss about America is all the games that women play over there. So I could have kept going with that, really, but I didn't. You don't get those games over here, guys, and that's one of the good things about being over here. If a Filipino's into you, man, she's going to be into you. It's not anything she wouldn't do.
Even if she's not into you, she will be into you.
If she's into you, man, you're not going to meet a better woman, man.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. See, I love man knows how to respect a woman's words, but degrading another woman, they're not a good person.
I agree.
Family. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I'm saying, man. If you come over and you treat the women with respect that they deserve, you know, it's just an unspoken agreement. They're going to do it, guys. It's no big deal. Why are we still, you know, this isn't Sunday school. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Here is how I always looked at a woman I got involved with. Your past, my past, doesn't matter. We start from now. Right now, 0. We go forward.
Because they all have a past.
We all do.
You got a past.
We all do. Don't worry about it.
But see, I was already talking to my girlfriend online. Like I said, I never talked over 2 weeks. And I just told her, I said, you know, and I was being honest. I said, look, I got a high sex drive. If you can't handle that, don't deal with me. Oh, no, that's okay. See, you know, you start.
Was it okay?
Of course it was okay.
Okay, then.
You know.
Just be honest and open.
That's right. You know, don't, you know, if you don't bring it up, she's not going to bring it up. Filipinos aren't that way. But if you bring it up, yeah, they'll bring it up.
You're not going to get a better woman than a Filipino. Sorry.
Not
You're not.
the right. If you find the right woman over here, man, you're done.
You're done. I agree.
You know,
I agree.
till they get old,
We'll agree on
change
that.
them in and get another one.
Well, I'll tell you what, though.
That.
Let's be honest here. Your mama, okay?
Yeah.
I see pictures of her all sexy now. Don't look too bad for an old woman.
Yeah, because
I love it.
Somebody got a nose wide open, and we talked to her. I said, "Look, don't do that to this lady. You know you're not interested in her for real. We know what the."
But I tell you what, I love it.
You know, she wants to live again now.
Good.
And that's good. You know, see, over in America, if you're 65, that's not.
Oh, you're
somebody's poking a 65-year-old woman there. But over here, they have because when I used to talk to my wife, like, yeah, look, your mother's nice looking, and she is.
She's not a bad looking.
No, I'm talking about down in Zamboanga. Her mother's good looking.
So you say
she's
your mama here?
I'm saying,
just kidding.
John, you can't say stuff like that.
I'm just kidding.
They don't understand that. It is, but I'm just saying I should tell her that, like, your mother needs a boy. You better not have no man come. Yeah, she's too old. Really? You better not take her to America then.
That's right.
Somebody's gonna be in them drawers, because older women wear drawers. They don't wear bikinis.
I'm feeling that John is a charmer. I don't know about that. I'm just me.
But yeah, guys, the Rue is no dummy. She knows she has an exceptional man in Cliff. Yeah. And they all do, really, guys. Yeah. That's true. I tell them this all the time, Cal. That's the least of it, guys. But yeah, he says, yeah, real talk. If you come here looking for sex, that's all you're going to get. I just did a video called the Honey Pot Scam. If that's all you want is sex, they're surely going to give you that, and that's it. But you're going to get much more. But I'm just trying to reassure guys, don't fly all the way over here and say, oh, and she hits you with that, oh, you're not going to. That's the games that they play. Go back and watch that video. Oh, we're not going to do anything till I get married. Okay, well, you'll be marrying somebody else. You're not going to be marrying me. I'm sorry. John ain't going to. See, John is full of crap. He doesn't want an older woman, and he knows it. He said, John can be your father-in-law if he marries your girlfriend's mother. He don't like older women, and he knows it. So that's why I say, why would you even say that?
No, I don't.
So you're going to push her off on somebody else.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, guys, we got 2.5 minutes. And we want to thank y'all for all your super chats, super stickers, your support.
You got me drunk.
We may try to get John in here on another day. We'll see.
If you want
maybe
to. Maybe
Monday and Friday. I don't know.
If you want. I tell you, you need to get Buck in here.
Now, Buck gets stupid.
Yeah, but
sometimes he gets to talking, you can't shut him up.
Buck says things I want to say, but I'm afraid to.
Yeah, that would be funny, Lynn.
It's Lynn. I like
wake
Lynn.
Up and see John walking around in his damn boxer shorts.
You ain't gonna see that.
Yeah, over here.
Calvin saw me in without a shirt and he got scared.
Yeah, guys my age, I tell you, that's the reason why I don't date in America. I don't want a woman my age. She's too old. Hey, thanks, Cliff and Rue, for the super chat. Said Calvin, thank you and all the guys who have come to support us. We're very close to YouTube picking us up because of you all. Yeah, and then once they see, that's what I'm saying, Cliff, start making more videos, more interesting stuff, more pushing the edge with you, and talk about your marriage and stuff, because when YouTube pushes you out there, they're going to push you out there. And if people like what they see, they're going to stick around. That's what they did with me. That's really all it is. When that opportunity and preparation come together, Cliff, because it's coming. And this is true, Cal. He said, Cal, they cannot handle what's about to happen to them. Let's just say a prayer for those that show up. Yeah.
It's good.
Look at my video, man. When I say, because you can't handle it. A lot of guys have no business coming over here, Cal did, man, because they can't handle what's going to be over here.
Remember,
watch my next video, man. It's deep. The power of yes. Be careful what you ask for over here.
You might get it.
You're going to get it.
I got it.
And it's just like, imagine putting somebody like John in a damn Budweiser factory and saying you can have whatever you want, John.
But I don't like Bud.
Whatever it is, then a damn. I've always dated younger women, runs in the family. See, I never dated. Well, I guess I did. My American wife was 7 years younger, but hell, I didn't even consider
7
younger.
ain't nothing. When I came to the Philippines, my last girlfriend in the U.S. was 21. I was 59.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got 10 seconds. Thank y'all so much.
Bye-bye.
Take
Thank
care.
you for
Stay
everything.
safe. Stay COVID
Thank
free.
you, buddy.
We'll see y'all
appreciate
next time.
Bye-bye.
John's got to get home.
I'll be